All right. Make sure everything is lined up. It's the finale. It's like I knew we were getting here, and yet I'm still shocked by the fact that we're here. Yo, what's up, Rubber Room? I don't know if that's how anybody else feels. It's like I knew that this was going to be the finale, and yet I'm also like, how is this the finale? It does. So I think the pacing overall has been cool throughout the whole thing, and yet it also feels like this is just such a sudden end. Yo, what's up, Dane? What's up, AKA? Am I looking over here? Let me move this over here. Yeah, it's an interesting one. Yo, what's up, Double? Yeah, somehow it's over. Like, that's kind of how it feels. Is it a mid-season break? No, this is a finale. This is it. Now, I do think they're going to have a couple more. I don't know what the other thing is going to be, but this is the finale. And it does feel kind of like a rushed ending. But at the same time, it is probably, well, I was going to say kind of tough to do the story in 8, but there's been plenty of short campaigns. So, yo, what's up, David? So, yeah, I'm not sure what the deal is with that, but I guess we're going to find out. I'm curious how long the episode is. They just stopped. Nobody was using them, to be fair. So D&D just stopped giving us early access to the videos. Nobody used them. I'm probably the only, like, one of two people who ever even looked at them when they were showing them to us. But yeah, I'm thinking this is going to be a longer episode, but I'm wondering by how much, right? Like, I'm curious how much longer the episodes will be. A lot more soft. Yeah, I mean, we kind of got introduced to them, and then they left to go figure out what to do about it, and then I guess they're going to go back to him. I mean, he's in their thumbnail today in the background behind Devra, so. Oh, I agree, David, but still, it just feels sudden. It feels like a very sudden ending. I don't think there's a single thing in last week's episode that made you think, oh, it ends next week. Right? Nothing was like, oh, we're at the end. Like it just feels abrupt. It feels like it didn't build to this sort of thing. Also, I don't know if you guys saw my picture in the Discord with the new pictures I got. They're like right here. I'm loving them, dude. I have Moonrise Towers, Baldur's Gate, and the Underdark all just like right there. Thought they had 12 episodes. So I think there are some other things. So, well, I think the campaign ends at 8. We were going off of the fact that they have drops. Like the weekly encounter drops, there are 12 of those. So there may be some other stuff. But I'm not 100% sure when it comes to that. Not 100% sure when it comes to that. I don't think it's meant to be a traditional live play, more of an experiment to see what works. Did I already read that? I think I responded to that. Yeah, when you do 8 1.5 hour show and you meet both Lorsoth and Strahd, yeah, that's rushed. Exactly. So, suggest how does someone new know what is new from existing? Well, I will say to counter that. So I agree, because again, I also came up with that idea. There's a lot less new in this book. And so a lot of it, like if they flagged it, they'd probably get some like, well, that's not really new, right? There's updated stuff, right? They changed the text on some stuff. But in terms of outright new stuff, it's a small percentage of the book. Nobody's playing a Lupin. That's the brand new species. There's 4 species in the book. The Lupin is the only new one. Like new in this book, right? Dhampir, of course, there's been previous versions. It also was like new in the Astarion book or whatever. And then if we look at like the Hexblood is in this book, but also not new. Reworked, right? Nobody's playing a Reborn that we know of. And then for subclasses, I think we only have one of the new ones from the book. The Reanimator Artificer. The other ones are like updated versions. So yeah, was to get turned into a Lupin before the end. That's possible. Let's watch a video on Lupin today. I did a short. All my coverage of the book is a short because I have a copy of the book. I've had a copy of the book for a week, 2 weeks. It has my full name on it as a watermark. And they said that they were going to send us a copy, but they're not going to get here till June 8th. And so I don't have a copy. And then they haven't given it to us on D&D Beyond yet. So I have to email them and ask for screenshots. Like literally I have to be like, hey, can you give me pages 28 to 32 so I can make a video on this? It's, I don't like, we should have been given a copy to use. Like it should be on my D&D Beyond right now. Like I should be able to go up there and make the content I need to make with this. And I can't. So I'm just doing shorts and doing bite-sized pieces. All my content has been short form when it comes to that. But yeah, it's interesting because we haven't seen, like, there are few new things in the book, like altogether new, and then some of them aren't in the show that's supposed to showcase or like show off the stuff. I don't know. It's interesting. It's interesting. I mean, it's one of those things like I'll never fully understand why they decided to do what they're doing with this. Again, it's cool in the sense that like if you don't have Van Richten's, then this book is great. It provides a ton of information. And if you don't have Van Richten's, then you don't have access to a lot of this stuff, and you don't have access to this species and this subclass. But if you do, the only reason to buy it would be if you really want the Lupin. You want 2 origin feats, like 1 background, 2 subclasses, and like, yeah. The episode starts at 9:30 Eastern, so it's in 37 minutes. 37 minutes. And I don't have Van Richten's Guide to Ravenloft, so it's going to be a great book for my collection. And you know, again, the stuff in it is cool, but you know, I don't agree. If you're releasing a book and you're trying to say it's new, I don't mind you putting like updated content in it, but that should not be the majority, right? Like the majority should be fresh. The majority should be new, not redone content. So, but so I don't include like adding a class or a species that was in 3rd edition to 5th is fine by me. If it has never stepped foot in 5th, I'm talking about doing something like the only thing, like, again, and that stuff is fine. Even that is fine. Like, I don't mind that they have some subclasses in here that already existed. It shouldn't be the majority. It shouldn't be 5 like subclasses that already existed and 2 new ones. That's my take. Like, yeah. Because then you're getting people to buy it. Yo, what's up, Stephanie? What's up, Ophidian? You're getting people to buy it for new stuff and also getting some of the old stuff brought in. I saw another video. It was Dungeon Dudes in D4 Deep Dive that were saying, like, you know, there's been ideas thrown around of why don't they just put out one big book that has a lot of the the 2024 versions of that stuff. One, some people just wouldn't buy it. I think that's part of it. You know, people aren't doing that, but maybe they would. You know, maybe I'm wrong with that, but either way, I think if you're going to release a new book, it needs to be majority new. Even if it's only 55% new, 45% updated content, fine. But the majority needs to be new, or else you're just going to have people disappointed. But yeah, hopefully this finale wraps it up in like a good bow, you know? So I kind of want to get your guys' thoughts. First, give this video a thumbs up. Let's see if we can get some more people in here. But second, do you think, or give me how long you think this episode's going to be? How long do you think the finale, episode 8, is going to be? Blue Turtle, thanks for liking the live on TikTok. Good TPK. I went into Jasmine Billar's stream last night, and I don't think there's a TPK. Yeah, I just saw that when I had to go live in about 4 minutes when I saw that video, and I was like, I'm gonna be so far behind because I want to cover that is good news with the drops, and I'm not gonna be able to do it for a couple hours. Yo, what's up, Abracadagger? I don't know how you could do that with all the 3.0 and 3.5 content already covered without a unique setting. Yeah, I mean, some of that is just like, you know, coming up with the new stuff. That's the thing is people always want, like, if Wizards does something, people are like, oh, like, give us something new. We want new classes. We want new subclasses. But then, like, you can only do but so much of that before you're coming up with the craziest stuff. What I think they may need is an outright new class, right? Like, not a subclass, because there's so many of those and they just keep coming. And because third party is now like way more accepted, you know, a lot of these things are already done. And then all you get in the comment section is like, oh, so-and-so already did that. It's like, okay, but D&D didn't. And yes, somebody's done everything at this point. If you have an idea for a subclass, somebody out there homebrewed it and has done it. So, like, it's not really an argument for that, but. Daniel says, I'm guessing it will be an hour and 45 minutes. AKA thinks hour and a half to 2 hours. I think it will be neat unless they all die. I don't think they're all good. I don't think there's a TPK, but yeah. I think it's got to be close. I mean, it's got to be around 2, I think. Yeah. Piratey Steve says, oh wait, David says, only but so many takes on vampires, werewolves one can do. Yeah, exactly. But that's again where they keep hitting Ravenloft and using the same stuff. Which again, I don't mind them putting some of this stuff in these books. There just needs to be more new stuff, or do more than minor changes, right? If it would have been like, yo, what's up, Dispel and Scott? Like, if it would have been a larger change to these species and subclasses, I'd be like, nice. But when a majority is minor, you're like, okay. Switched to Pathfinder during 4th edition. Whenever I looked at the new stuff coming out later in 4th and 5e, I noticed a lot of stuff is just updated old material. Yeah, because, like, for instance, when they're doing a new edition, they're going to start with the basics, and then they're going to start to roll out the stuff that people knew from previous editions and put them in. That stuff I don't mind too much. It's like when I made this Lupin video, and the Lupin video is doing very well. It's the only one of my 4 that's doing very well, covering the Ravenloft stuff. But all these people are, because I call it like, you know, it's the new species, the Lupin, and people are like, it was technically in 2nd edition, and I'm like, who is it? It's new. It's new. It's new. If it hasn't existed for 55 years, it's new, okay? Like, it's never existed in 5e. It's never existed, you know what I'm saying? Like, it is new. Aside from Scion. I love a Scion or a Witch class. Yeah, like a base class for that. Just a base Scion or Witch class, yeah. Yeah. I just, you know, it's like once everybody kind of got their hands on it, I've seen it going around. And I think I might do my own sort of here's my honest take on the book. And say, like, again, if you don't own Van Richten's, it's great. If you own Van Richten's, the reasons to buy it are to just get updated versions of the thing you already bought 4 years ago or 5 years ago, right? So it's, yeah, I don't know. I would be lying if I said I wasn't a little disappointed. Only because, again, you got to meet the 50% plus standard, or rather like 55% plus. You need 55% or more of the content of the book to be altogether new or massively updated. Not this. Not this. If they return to fight the Fate Wizard, it'd be 3. I don't think that's gonna happen either, and I think it would end faster if they did that. Yeah, it's very confusing. Very confusing, Summer. Wish I could delve into that book some more. Oh, the Ravenloft one? My copy should show up within the next 5 days. Closer to the 8th. So, yeah. And I'm trying not to be a complainer, but the fact that I still don't have D&D Beyond access, the fact that I don't have the screenshots, I'm just sitting on, like, I can't do much more coverage of it because I don't have the stuff. Like, the only thing I have, it has my full name and like the date or something written across all the pages on like a somewhat transparent watermark. And so I don't know how this stuff isn't handled a bit better, but it is what it is. I was gonna do another mild complaint, and I'm sorry you guys are dealing with this. I posted my video covering the Lupin, and it, like I said, it's done really well on like every platform, basically, right? And except for maybe YouTube, but YouTube Shorts, the YouTube Shorts never do anything. So TikTok, Instagram, popping off like 100,000 views, like, you know, all that sort of jazz. And then people literally go. In the video, I say, like, hey, I'm going to be covering everything in the Ravenloft book, so follow if you want more of the coverage. And I've gotten so many new followers. Like, hundreds and hundreds of new followers. From these videos in particular. People are following because they're going, I want more of this content. And then I posted 3 more videos on them, and none of them have done well because algorithms are ruining content creation. You can make a video that does really well on a topic, and then people will follow because you specifically said, I'm going to cover more of this, and then the algorithm won't show those same people the thing that they followed you to see. End rant. All right. I might buy the Magic book for next season, so it'll be more updated on some of the other stuff they use in Critical Role Campaign 4. Fair. I mean, the Magic book probably won't have any of that because that isn't out yet. But other than that, again, I like 2024. I think 2024 is an upgrade to a lot of stuff. So you said, hold on, I'm looking. I already flamed your recap. You're talking about my review, David? You said the thing I posted today, you flamed my review today? Oh, there it is. This is probably the first video of yours I disagree with almost completely. I'm not going to read the whole thing now. I'll get to it after this, but yeah. Skimming over it though, David, I will say this, and I think you know this, but also it's tough, is like, it's an opinion piece. So when you say, like, I think you're judging this based on the way you would like to play, it's like, yeah, you're doing the same thing, right? Like, we have a difference of opinion. I think this way I don't like so much. You think this way you like so much. It's kind of like, yeah, like when you say that, I'm like, yeah, that is what it is, because that's what I want to watch, and that's what you want to watch, right? Like, it's a review, you know? It's not stated. I mean, I state it as fact because it's mine, but yes, yeah. It's just an interesting thing because, again, some of the other comments will be like, oh, you're wrong on this, and I'm like, I mean, it's just that's how I feel about it, and that you feel differently. It's like, which is why my responses to some of those people literally said like, "That's my opinion, though," or something like that, right? Because it's like, it's fine if people love that Nat 20s are like the second coming of Christ. Fine. I don't, and that's okay. Dungeon Dude's actual. Oh wait, hold on. Ophidian says you're supposed to make videos about D&D is dead. That video from Dungeons and Discourse lying about drops and subscription and all this sort of stuff, and they're taking your books away. There will be no more books. That video has like 300,000 plus views. People in my real life started bringing up that video. Like they were like I was sitting at a Saturday D&D game, and one of the guys goes, D&D's moving completely to subscription model. No more books. There's no more books. And you can't share books, and you can't. And I'm like, Tony, where did you hear that? Because that's not true. And like, this is the problem with people lying so openly and willingly on the internet, like Dungeons and Discourse on YouTube. People will hear that. Somebody on Facebook, somebody I know on Facebook who works at the local card shop I grew up in, posted the exact same thing on the internet. And I was like, okay, like couple mistakes here. That's not true. That's not true. This okay. That's that. This is that. Here's a link to the resource here. Here's a link to the source here. This is that. And then they responded, were like, and linked to the Dungeons and Discourse video. And I'm like, you cannot listen to that person. They have made a career off of lying and rage baiting. You cannot do that. Like, oh my God. I gotta start lying, chat. I've gotta. Like, if I just started lying and being biased and rage baiting, I would be so much more successful. I don't like Dungeons and Discourse. Nobody should. They are a liar. They are a rage baiting liar. I do not understand. Dungeon Dude's actual play is pretty good so far. Definitely starts off a lot slower than many others, but it's promising. I've just never been able to get into their vibe. Like, whenever I watch their videos, I'm just like, I just can't get into their vibe. I've seen some of it. Like, I did tune into the launch. Yeah. I don't know. It's just something about, I may give it another shot, Daniel. It can't be my thing, right? Like, I can't watch it the whole time. But as in, like, I have too many actual plays I'm watching. I'm trying to start running a game, right? Another game. And I'm like, when am I going to fit that in? I wanted so badly to be able to run a day game. And when, like, out of the, like, 11, 12 people who have shown interest, like, nobody can do a day game. And I'm like, oh, I want to play in the day so I can have a free night, man. All my nights are taken. These projecting expectations on others RP. But yeah, your job is opinions. Yeah, I mean, that's not all of it, right? My recaps and things like that. But yes. I guess, I mean, that's always going to be the take. It was like projecting expectations on others RP is what everybody's doing the whole time they watch, I feel like. I mean, that's when you're watching Critical Role, like, you're taking in their role play. It is what it is. Or any actual play, not just Critical Role. It could be a discussion for another time, though. Are they super parasocial? No, I don't think so. There are some channels like that. They're not. They're not. By the only person who enjoys with Nerdcore and Dungeons of Discourse, she cracks me up. Well, that's the thing. So I understand, like, tuning in. I understand tuning in that the videos are entertaining. I will not argue that. Like, when you say you enjoy it, she cracks you up. Double says, sometimes I watch for a laugh. David says, you like both too. My issue is, one, you guys might be intelligent enough, whatever, to look at a thumbnail and say, okay, this probably isn't reality, right? Like, it's rage bait, it's clickbait, this isn't reality. And then click in the video and be entertained by the over dramatic and the whatever, but also walk away going, that most of that wasn't true, right? But most people, unfortunately, can't. And so they walk away from Dungeons and Discourse going, "Oh my God, this is the end of the world, and they're doing this and that happened and this," and they just start spreading lies. And I'm of the belief, guys. I think we should punish people for lying on the internet. We never can, never going to be possible, and I understand there are negatives to that. But I hate these mother effers lying all the time for rage bait and hate. I hate the hate. So, yeah. So if it's like one of those things where you want to watch the videos because you're like, oh, this person, like the way that they talk and do their videos is entertaining, fine. If you're watching because you're like, I think they're going to have a good factual opinion, Dungeons and Discourse is not the place to watch it. If any of you are watching Dungeons and Discourse for factual information that is not crazily sensationalized and negative, please stop. I'm begging you. I'm begging you, please stop. It seems so boring. Well, it's also just getting started, Ophidian, so you got to give that a shot. I know I had seen something. I haven't watched any of this yet, so I love CRC4. What do you think about watching the finale before watching the beginning? Yeah. I mean, if you really want like the whole thing, of course, you know, watch that. If you just want a taste for it, watch tonight and then catch up. It's short. All 7 episodes combined are probably like 9.5 to 10 hours. Like the entirety of this whole thing is like 9.5 to 10 hours. So, or the episodes that you will have missed. So it won't take that much to catch up on. So you can always do it a little bit later. Because if you watch tonight, Nikki, then you're going to be like, oh, I don't know what some of this means. I don't know who's where and how, but it's been entertaining and it is short. They are short episodes, so easy to jump in on. And it's entertaining. Like I have truthfully enjoyed watching it. Wait, Dispel, are you talking about Critical Role or are you talking about this? I thought we were talking about this with like watching the finale and doing whatever. Yeah, Summer, I saw your message in here, then in the Discord. It's because when I initially put it up, like the original thing, I thought I had at some point something that kind of hinted at that, and everybody was kind of like, "Yeah, I can't do that." I'll have to double check. I'll have to double check. I would hate to have to continue to ping more people and all that, but maybe I can work something out and I'll get a day game in as well. I mean, people have to learn media literacy at some point. I wish. I do. I really do. Critical, they were asking about Critical C4. I don't think so. You're talking about Nikki? I haven't watched any of this yet. Any of this. I'm guessing Dungeon Master. So I love Critical Role Critical Role Campaign 4. What do you think about watching the finale before watching the beginning? So I think Nikki meant this. Yo, what's up, Bound Bob? Negative effects on community as a whole, but that's anything that happens on the internet these days. True. You are not the father. True. Yo, what's up, Edwin? Throws a chair for fun. Yeah, Jerry. It's crazy over the top. Usually the core is very real. I mean, this latest video, which I didn't watch. I've said that. I don't know if I told you guys this. That is the only channel in the entirety of YouTube, in my 15 years on YouTube, 20 years of using YouTube, like watching, that I have ever marked as do not show me more. That is the only channel in the entire existence of the internet that I have ever marked do not show me more of this garbage. And I've seen some stuff, people, okay? Jordan, what's up, dude? You guys catch the stream? I thought I was going to miss it. As I was busy climbing. Oh, nice. You do like a climbing gym? But then he recaps of the show before every few episodes, so you can go through each one and watch the first few minutes, perhaps. True. Yeah, they typically do give some information. You're not going to get as much, but you are going to get some. Join the Drift dice. Yeah, they look good. If you guys haven't seen it, Daniel shared in the Discord some Drift dice, and they look amazing from Serious Dice. The same one's doing the Vox Machina sets. Still see stuff from people I don't want to see. I see their stuff when other people post or share their stuff. I don't see their stuff. I want to dive into your thing because now I'm thinking, David, I'm sitting here going, man, I wonder how much, like, when you, because the first is probably videos I disagree with almost completely. And I'm thinking, like, do you think the stuff I said about Tayor and Cadigan is wrong? Do you think the stuff I said about Cadigan now seeming like an oaf when he wasn't an oaf before is wrong? Like, you know, like I want to dive in, but it's like, this isn't the time. But like my brain, like in the background, between me saying all this stuff in the background, I'm going, what else did I say in that video? That because I figured the Murray thing, like we already know that, like, you're like, it's a divination wizard. And like, there's, you know, there's different parts when it comes to that. Then I'm like, I feel like I covered a lot of stuff and a lot of positives about like, oh, it was funny and it was this and it was that. And the Seekers were better. And then this, you know, whatever. And then I'm like, I wonder how many people are disagreeing with the entire video or disliking the entire video strictly for the Murray and the Nat 20 part. I think a lot of people are doing it strictly for the Nat 20 part. They can watch the whole thing and be like, that was fun, that was fun, that was fun. No. And then they're just like, you know. Oh, just that was currently going on the shift. Very surface reading reaction, not deep understanding. Gotcha. I do a gym, but I go outdoors, weather permitting. Yeah, fair enough. I haven't watched it yet, Daniel. And part of me wants to go back and like watch the other seasons. Yeah, pretty much disagreed. So that's gonna be crazy. I'm looking forward to read it. I don't know how you can disagree with the Cat and Tayor take. Like that's kind of crazy to me. I guess we kind of had the conversation before the other day, but that's still so crazy. Like they 100% like were so inactive. Every time I go live, we just end up talking about some of that. I'm like, all right, we're here for Dungeon Masters, and then we just the conversations always go to this other stuff. How many episodes released, Daniel? Did the whole thing drop, or was it just like the first 2 episodes or 3 episodes? Nat 20. Well, again, the video was a review of the 2 episodes at large, and there was a lot more in the video than Brendan and his Nat 20 decisions. But I feel like that's like the only thing people are focusing in on. Like none of the rest of the video matters. People are just like, I like Nat 20s always being the craziest thing that's ever happened in the entire existence of anything. No, Dave, you have nothing to say my bad for. It is all good. 3 episodes today. Okay. Same amount played Brendan with the birdie question. That was good. I did like that. That whole scene was funny. I feel like I said I liked some stuff. It wasn't just okay. I feel like I said I liked some stuff. not to watch a recap video. Again, this one is not the recap. This is me sharing my thoughts about how I feel about the first 2 episodes of The Convergence. So it's just me being like, here's what I liked about it, here's what I didn't like about it, here's a solution to what I consider to be a problem. I don't know that I'm in the, so I've seen enough people complain that I know I'm not alone in this. I don't know that I'm the majority in this. Which is fair. It's totally fine. I'm not alone, but I don't know that I'm the majority. I don't know that it's like, at least from my community, I don't know that it's like 10% of us feel this way. I think it's probably more like 40, and then like 60% don't. Just from like my feelers that I've had, but either way. Sulrakshi is one of the best NPCs of the campaign so far. Sulrakshi was very cool. Sulrakshi was very cool. I like the personality of Sul as well. Convergence was bound to be chaos? Absolutely. Absolutely. Episode 27 was a lot better than 26. You're just minority, so you're probably right. Yeah, but on this one, I think you're in the majority. I think you're in the majority on, like, not caring. At least on the Nat 20 things. Again, I haven't read the other takes you have, but I think on the Nat 20 things, you're probably in the majority there. Some people just don't care. They want it to, like, every Nat 20 to be absolutely insane. And I try to explain in some of the comments. I think Nat 20s are big deals when they're a big deal, right? I gave some examples that I don't know if you guys saw. Like, when you get a crit at that peak moment where, like, it's life or death, like the party's gonna lose and you hit a crit, naturally, massive crit. Hype, exciting. When the cave is collapsing and you have to jump across this chasm and you roll a nat 20, insane, exciting. When you're just talking to somebody and you roll a nat 20 and it's like poof, fireworks, oh my god, he rolled a nat 20, this is a, I'm like, why is that? Like, you know, the situation should somewhat dictate the excitement of the roll versus, oh, it's a nat 20, everything's, you know, shoot the fireworks off. So yeah, I don't know that anybody's gotten mad. I wouldn't say anybody's gotten mad. People feel differently, but nobody's, at least to my knowledge, I don't think anybody's mad. People have said, like, hey, I disagree on this, which is fair. Right? Like I said, I think I am in the minority when it comes to this take. Acadian spoke to the Photarch. See, I don't actually mind. I don't mind his mistake, because then to me that was a player mistake. I think he just did it. It's him at the gate where I was kind of like, that's not how he's been acting at all since we've, like, he just became like an oaf all of a sudden, which is, again, somebody commented and was like, I just saw it. Them saying that they were confused why Cadigan seems to all of a sudden be a giant oaf. And it's like, yeah, again, I get it. Sometimes you want to be silly and goofy. I got no problem with it. But it's also okay to acknowledge, like, that is very different than how he's been played, right? Switching, because we're here for Dungeon Masters, what do you, so I personally, I don't think there's going to be a TPK. Do you think a character dies? Do you guys think at least one character dies in tonight's Dungeon Masters episode? AK says yes. Cadigan drinking again. Oh yeah, maybe. Maybe Joseph. Maybe, like, if he came back to that and, like, had hinted at or seen that he had been doing some drinking, I guess I would definitely get behind that idea. Yeah, I like Kipster said in the thing. I think it was like only 2 people. Summer had said like they could do that or something. I think it was you and Sliced, maybe. Very likely 1 character death. Okay, people are thinking 1 for sure. Made a lot of sense. No, again, I do think, and this is just common, you know, I think some of the things I said in the video are probably widely okay and, like, acceptable. And then they hear the one part they don't agree with and like they hone in on that. We're all capable of it. And then, you know, you have people like David who was like, I hate everything about this video. I think Zora stays vampire, so she's effectively dead. I don't think they kill anyone else. I'm kind of with you. I don't know that a character is going to die either. What I want to know most, and I don't know if we're going to find out tonight, and again, I could probably message somebody and find out, is are they playing new characters when they move to the next setting? That's the main thing. Parallel watching NBL Find. Hey, let's go, Georgie. So, have you watched the Dungeon Master's actual play before? Like, have you been watching all of them, and this is the first one you're catching of it, or who dies if anyone does? I don't think anybody's gonna die, but if somebody does, I kind of want to go Krim just because, but I don't think so. Here's a sport. Maybe Zora dies. What was it, Bound Bob? What was it that made it fall off for you? Was there like a particular thing, or was it just like, eh? To be fair, 2 episodes ago was the one that had like a lot of, it was episode 6, right? It had a lot of post-production problems. I think the Net 20 thing is the difference between CR being an actual play show and how you run your home table. Plus, I think Brittany needs to enhance some things to get the lore out. And so somebody else left a comment similar to that like there's a difference between a show in your game. So when I'm like, this feels like it's too much, people are, you know, it's the idea, like you just said, that for an actual play, it brings this hype and this whatever, but I'm watching the actual play and I still feel the same way. So I 100% think your point is valid. And for some people, it's, again, I think I'm in the minority with that. And I think what you're saying is true. I just don't think it's necessarily true for me because I'm watching it. I'm not like, all my stuff isn't just like, well, that's not how I would run it. It's I'm watching and I don't enjoy the way that this is being presented. So, but again, I'm the minority on that. I don't see how they're going to wrap this up though. Same, Stephanie. We were talking about that earlier. Yeah, it's like, this has to be a longer episode. This is going to have to be like near 2 hours or more, I feel like, or else it's going to be like rushed. Like they're going to be flying through. Amazing all over. It feels a bit overscheduled, the DM frivolity sometimes, though. There's no doubt that it is probably one of the more set actual plays. I think, again, that's partially because they're trying to edit it down a lot. And, you know, it's not intending to be what, like, a Legends of Evangelist or a Critical Role is, right? It's definitely more of, but it's not pretending to be either, to me, right? I feel like you just kind of come out and you know. I just don't enjoy how this, I'm wondering, so Bound Bob, I'm curious how much that's going to change with the next one. I want to know how much they learned from this, because I also have faults in this. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm enjoying it. I like the, ooh, we got to open it up, don't we? I enjoy the pacing of it. I like that it's bite-sized, right? There's a lot of positives. However, there are also things I don't like how it started, among several things that I would also change. Maybe we can talk about after. Let me move that over. But yes, I agree that there's definitely stuff that could be better. It's confusing at times. I feel like we don't know the characters well enough for some of the stuff that's happening, the decisions that are being made. Zora going to the thing kind of made sense in the next episode when they explained she was trying to release herself from being held by like the hag. So she chose like another being to be powerful over her, like that sort of thing. Yeah, exactly, Double. It feels like there's a lot of stuff that just hasn't had time. I also wanted to make a thing about Bane and Krim when he does his voices. Sometimes I'm like, yo, that's Bane. All right, let me. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. As always, let me know if the volume and everything is Gucci.
On Dungeon Masters. Time moves strangely in Sithicus. The very earth beneath you is being ripped apart and falling into itself. Disturbed. Asoth's reverie is disturbed.
Our wife.
Oh, they're definitely carrying it on more. I can promise you, they have already recorded the next season.
You feel no cold.
And I think they recorded the second season this last week. Or the third season.
That comes with undeath. As you rise, you are reborn vampire.
Oh.
And a good evening to you, Lividity.
Hello.
Have you brought me that which I seek?
Who am I looking at?
The brave knight Caradoc.
I'm a bit of a crossroads, as it were.
With whether you're going to leave them or not?
Yes. Against my better judgment, would you propose perhaps a deal?
Let's try and find a way.
Much better? Is this
I was
good?
always afraid that Krem would abandon me, and now I'm sure that he would have.
Time is of essence. I suggest you hurry up, and just for clarity, so you understand
Yeah,
exactly
it has
my
gotten a little
position,
convoluted
My wife is dead.
throughout. 100%. It does feel like, and I think part of it is because we're missing bits and pieces. Because they edit out stuff.
All right, everybody. Welcome back.
But God, the set looks
Krem.
good.
Pronouncing your wife dead. You walk towards the gangplank, and much to your surprise, this origami boat does hold your weight. But at this point, you've known that even in paper form, Inza spells do tend to be quite effective.
Lividity follows Krem up onto the boat and kind of looks down at
Still a
the
little
three
low.
of you left on shore and just goes, I just walk to the boat.
Get up the boat.
All right,
I
let's give
roll
it
my
5 more.
eyes,
Let me know if you need
think
more.
of following Krem, think better of it, and go to the other side of the boat.
Agree with that, David.
I cast level 1 couples counseling.
Yeah, exactly.
Not a real spell, but
And
they sure
I
could use
stand
it.
in the middle at this point. It's tense. It's tense.
I get on and I go towards Nora.
Is there an anchor that I have to pull up?
Oh, paper
There is
anchor.
a little paper anchor.
Start.
You see the thin paper sails kind of crumpled billow as they catch an arcane gust of wind. You break the surface of this glass-like glacier lake and kind of cut cleanly through it. Everyone give me a intelligence check.
4 + 1, 5.
Is it good now? David and Stephanie?
6.
6. 5.
We're all stupid.
Amazing.
In this
rolls.
moment.
We're stupid.
With my keen mind, I can turn a proficiency into an expertise, which I believe is my bonus for intelligence plus.
Yeah.
Again,
as well.
yeah, so you
So it's
double
like-
the proficiency.
Yeah, we can
6.
definitely add your proficiency bonus to this because this is kind of
Yeah.
your bag, your
My bag,
field
my
of
shit.
study.
Yeah.
No pressure, it is all riding on you. No one rolled above a 10.
Sure. In which case, I'm going to guide. The
I don't think
shit
they've
out
added
of
the
this.
subscribe thing.
Fair.
Thank you very much.
Good for you.
Okay, so that is a can't see that.
15 plus 4.
That's 19 plus 6, which is therefore 25.
Nice.
25.
Thank God.
Will you do me a favor and give me a roll of 3d4?
Okay. 3,
3,
Yeah.
4, 2, so that's 9.
9. As Krem casts a careful eye over the paper structure of the boat, you piece together that you have about 9 turns before the boat turns to mush and leaves you all in the water. Roll for initiative.
Nice. I don't know that it's a combat initiative, but it is an initiative. Krim is carrying them on his tiny shoulders. To be fair, he's been doing a lot of that. He's been doing a lot of that. Oh, did I don't know if my TikTok chats were coming through. I just saw that I had been asked 2 questions on from TikTok and they never came to the chat.
Oh.
This is like when
What's
when
up,
the
P-Wog?
thing goes to turn based
I
mode.
I
uncommenteer.
love you, Dad.
8.
10.
Wah, wah.
Oh no. 4.
Anything above a 17.
She rolled a 19.
I got a 19.
I'm just about to roll. And I got a plus 3, that's 6
Okay,
total.
so not above a 17.
Not above 17.
As you cut your way through the calm surface of the water, it begins to vibrate with thin concentric circles. as
Makes
you
it
hear
game, yeah.
The song of a banshee. To some of you, it might bring comfort, as consolation often seeks to sing to her audience of forgiveness and redemption. With your expertise in handling vehicles, Krem, as you're taking control of the vessel, heading towards the origin of these concentric rings, the night is pierced by howling sounds. Lividity, your eye notices them first. You realize the steam coming off the water, which you can only surmise is impossibly hot, now rises in the massive gaping stretched maws of mist horrors. The first one grabs the side of the boat and attempts to begin to drag it into the lake.
Oh, we have problems.
Yeah.
And I'm up in the crow's nest, so I'm screaming down to you all.
Zora, you're up first.
How many are there?
You don't know. To be clear, as long as these horrors are in the mist, they're invisible to everyone except Lividity, who has an artifact that allows them to see them.
Great. I'm gonna light them up with dancing lights.
Just make light around the boat, yeah.
Yeah. Also,
Yeah.
I feel like they wouldn't like light.
You've known that to be true in the past.
Yeah. And then I think I would like to cloud of daggers at level 2
Okay.
in the direction of the tentacled monster. It's a concentration up to a minute.
It's like a little defensive
It's
barrier.
like a tornado of daggers. It's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
I think anyone that walks through it
Yeah,
is
they get hurt.
gonna take damage.
It has a range of 60 feet.
What's the other
This
thing?
is just like a little token for
For the
like,
daggers, yeah.
Why don't you pre-roll me 4d4 slashing damage?
1, 4, 2, 2. 1, 4, 2, 2.
I don't know that she can do both those
You
things.
can't see if your spell is effective, but you do hear a almost reacting to the casting of your spell. You then see a suckered, clawed hand reach up out of the mists and through your cloud of daggers, where you do see the mist kind of fly off as it barely reacts to it and grabs on to this part of the prow. It is then going to beckon at you, seeing you clearly from where it's
Yeah.
at, and you see its large, pale, yellow, lantern-like eyes as it casts command.
Oh, that's not good.
And tells
It's
you to
concentration,
let go. Give
and
me
it
a
takes an
wisdom saving
action.
throw.
Okay.
So
And it's
she
obviously
definitely
not
didn't
20.
do it.
Yes,
It's
it
a
is.
nat 20.
Wow, that's
Did you
wild.
seriously call it?
Yeah.
That's wild. That's Deborah Wild.
Nat 20s by Deborah Wild.
Seeing that spells won't work, it instead slithers across the top of the deck. Now you can all see it as it no longer has the cover of mist, and it moves towards Elohim. From the stern of the ship, the three of you hear, coming out of the mist, as another mist creature comes up out of the steam and gloom of the night.
Oh,
Do you mind?
dang.
Liv, you're
Okay.
kind of, you can
I'm
see
in the
this.
I'm in the
yeah.
mast,
Oh,
yeah.
man.
So
okay.
only two of you are in melee range. It's
Yeah.
going to actually be positioned between the two of you. It floats down and makes 2 attacks. On you, Krem, this is going to be a 19.
Oof.
On you, this is going to be a 9.
Okay, that's a miss.
Big mine hits.
You take 7 psychic
What?
damage.
She can't even cast
as
them
you
both
see
in the
one
same
of its
turn.
like suckered clawed hands kind of like lean over where Krem is piloting and whisper dark thoughts into his ear.
Oh no. No.
Liv, you're up.
Lividity, I'll go ahead and make, if you allow me to make an acrobatics check to jump out and land on the mist
Yeah,
creature.
they're both actions.
Doing
So it
an
wouldn't
attack
matter
once
anyway.
I land on it.
Fantastic. Go ahead and roll to hit. Falling is a free action.
Falling is a free action. The short sword +1. It's dark. 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 13 to hit.
A 13 is a hit.
Heck
All
yeah.
13 hits. That's going
beautiful.
to be. That is 1d6 + 6. Okay, it's got to roll in the thing. 10 points of magical damage.
Magical damage.
Yes,
This is the magic sword.
because it's a magic sword. And then,
Fantastic.
as part of the action, because I have weapon mastery in short swords, which gives me the ability to do Vex, which allows me to have advantage on the second
I
strike.
love them explaining
on a
these.
turn, but the weapon mastery with daggers that I have allows me to make a dagger attack as part of the initial attack action.
Fantastic.
So I roll this with advantage.
Knives
That's right.
everywhere.
That's right.
This is the dagger
Vex,
of
Venom.
Vex main
Sharp.
hand.
Dagger of venom.
That's going to be
Exactly
16 +
off.
9 to a hit.
That's a hit.
Yeah, and then I will do
Absolutely.
1d4 That's going to be 8 points of magical piercing damage.
Magical piercing damage.
And then because I have advantage, that allows me to do sneak attack.
Yes!
So I will then roll the sneak attack on top of that.
My gosh.
So that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 points of additional damage.
Wow, that's a big hit, dude.
As you can see the true forms of these creatures, Lividity, you are a tornado of malice. Your deft blade finds every nook and every crevice that could be discerned as a weakness in this creature as you begin to take it apart piece by
Do you
piece.
guys like when the DM is
so nice.
describing
I can
the
stab.
way you're attacking, or do you
I
not
technically
like
still have my
that?
bonus action because the dagger attack is part of the attack action.
Right.
So I will use my bonus action. I will disengage and jump off its back.
That
and
allows you to do
move
the
my movement
3.
to get to the ballista on the back of it.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Oh.
You are out of melee range. Krem, you would realize, looking at how
you
the
wanted
boat
to.
is sort of taking on water, as you know that the mist creatures you can see are the only ones that you have to contend with, you can piece together that you have a little bit under a minute
Okay.
to either obtain your quarry or get ready to take a plunge.
Yep.
Eloine, you're up.
I see Nora climb up climb up towards the crow's nest. So I'm going to hop over the boat, spider climb on the side, hop back up, hunter's mark it, and then take 2 shots with my magical bow.
+1.
That gives me a +1. So that's
Okay,
a plus
roll
10
to
to
hit.
roll. So that's a 23. That hits, right?
Yes, that's a hit.
And an 18. That
Okay.
hits, yeah?
I'm like,
Okay, so
I'm like the spell.
that'll be
Tornado of Mouse over system up and down.
8 plus 5 is 13 points of damage, and it is slowed for,
Nice.
by 10 feet. And then
this is slow down
D8
days.
and a D6 for the second one. 5 plus 3 plus 4 is 12 points of damage on that second one.
Nice.
And I will
Okay.
yell to Nora, Nora, the Banshees, release them so they can call their sister. And that'll be my turn.
Krem, you're up.
So shouting is a free action if it's not a conversation.
Yeah.
He's basically sort of like grasping even tighter onto the sides of this enormous wheel. His legs are basically like sort of in like a sumo position almost like.
Steadying yourself,
Steadying
3 points of
myself,
contact
yeah.
with the bow.
His sort of muscles like really tensing every part of him, his mustache is staying then. He screams out, he screams out, "We don't have much time.
Let's circle
the
back
ship
to
is
this.
gonna
Try to
be
remember
rather
this for the
soggy
end.
recently. Brace yourselves. Just for
After the episode.
vacation. Starboard is right, port is left." And then what he's gonna do, do I see like land or something to aim for, or is it just water?
Give me a perception check.
Okay.
You can add your proficiency since you are adept at vehicle handling, and this is like what I would consider to be navigation. We can also say that, Liv, if you so wish, since you were in the crow's nest, I would allow you to provide the help
Yeah,
action.
so get advantage on that.
A great advantage. So this is advantage +2. That's 2.
Oh,
and that's
18.
18 for a dead test, 22.
You see what appears to you to be like a reflection of the moon until you look up in the sky and realize the moon is not there, hovering almost in the middle of what was this placid lake.
So I don't know if you'll let me do this or not, but I'd like to. I actually do sail in real life. So I'd like to tack the. No, I'm only saying that because this is like a real thing. I realize how that sounds.
Careful, I bite in real life
For
too.
me, this is Saturday.
Yeah, that's right. So what I would like to do, there's a thing called a spinnaker. No, this is going to save you. So a spinnaker is like a speed boost, and it comes out right in front of the ship, and it basically drags you forward a lot faster. So I want to see if there is a spinnaker on the ship that I can just like sort of release, and then use that to hard tack into the direction of what I see.
You want to power slide the boat.
Power slide, but I want to fucking Tokyo drift the
Akira
boat.
slide the boat.
Give
Yeah.
me a.
Everybody's
very
listening
important
like,
by
what
your
is he
own-
talking
It's
about?
It's dangerous. Give me a very important sleight of hand check.
Cool. So I have +3. I think that's it, isn't it, as well?
You can add your proficiency, like I said, because you have vehicle handling.
So that's +6 then. Okay.
Yep.
Here we go. So power sliding the boat.
Power slide the boat.
17 +
Nice.
6 for 23.
That was
Yeah.
a journey.
As you unleash the spinnaker and the boat gets kind of whipped up by the force of it, going forward even faster with this new burst of speed towards this mote of light, this moon that's kind of suspended over the lake, All of you are slammed against the side of the paper railings
love a
as you feel
Werther's.
the sheer momentum of it jolt the boat and then send the mist creatures flying back into the fog. Everything is quiet for a moment, but you do hear them moving behind you.
I think we should keep moving.
Contessa!
Her head kind of pops up out of the top of Zora's dress as she looks at you kind of eagerly.
Can you help us find your sister? Speak to her, call to her?
I suppose I could try to call to her.
At the same time, Lavinia says, "Can you point me in the direction of your sister?"
What do you intend to do with her?
Oh my god. The thing you asked us to do. Reunite the three of you.
As you say this, she says,
What if I were not
Wait till we say, hey, there you go, David. Heck yeah.
What are you proposing?
If I cannot choose my shackles, and you are a more kind overlord than the one they seek to return us to, perhaps we can come to an accord.
That's an interesting proposition that I could get behind.
Would you be kind to them?
Absolutely.
Would you let us travel abroad from time to time?
Absolutely.
Give us our freedoms.
Yes.
are you telling the truth?
Yes. By those specific words.
Deal.
Deal.
She leaves your eye, painful when she does so. And drifts out above all of your heads, kind of this pale green streak, making straight for that little moon that is suspended over the water.
That way.
Lavinia, since you're at the trigger, as it were, can you woman that ballista?
What?
I was trying to be sensitive. You mean man the ballista?
you're saying. Yes, fine. I'll do it.
You hear the mist creatures kind of like trying to keep up with you. You're pointing them out as they come. You do have less than a minute here, so
Does that mean this ship is sinking down?
it's starting to come apart. You glide forward. The mist creatures are kind of being left in that steam behind you. You have that burst of speed from the spinnaker, and you make it to the center of the lake that is eerily still. And you just hear the back and forth, like humming and almost moaning of these two orbs in front of you as you realize now that it is not a moon, but a pale blue sphere. This one wears a veil that kind of drips at the edges and has red, which you can only surmise are sort of tear streaks that come down its cheeks, and large, heavily eyelinered eyes. Her song has now stopped, and the ripples across the lake have stopped.
Your sisters are waiting for you, Contessa.
Contessa looks at you.
Can we go to them?
Together?
I can't leave you, bound together as we are.
Tess, I do not want to take away your freedom. And honestly, I think you'd be better off without me.
Thought we were going to travel the world together.
And you would travel the world with me, as I am now.
Well, yes. What's changed about you? You still have the same kind eyes and the same gentle voice.
This is a choice for you to make. I cannot make this choice for you.
She looks across the water at her sisters and then back at you and says,
I don't want you to be alone the way Consolation is. Or was.
She won't be.
you see her little cat mouth kind of like scrunch up.
You can't even get her name right.
Oh.
She chose a new one, and you still call her by her old one. Do you love her, or do you just want dominion over her?
You don't know what you're talking about.
I won't let you have her, little man. Your life is your own, Zora. And you can call yourself by whatever name you wish. I know what it is to be someone's possession. I hope more for you than that. Let us part with love between us, and not anger.
What of Lavender?
If you find a way forward, I will try to convince my sisters to aid you. We know what it's like to live in the keep. We'll do what we can.
I can promise you this. I will make sure you and your sisters are never imprisoned in that keep again.
Do you take off the manacles?
Yeah.
Contessa gives you a little kiss on the cheek and floats to join her sisters.
Aww.
I miss her.
Aww.
Before you all, the three banshees kind of bobble and whir around each other, showing each other affection. The eldest of the three, Consolation, finally comes to you. Her veil kind of gently glittering in the wind as your boat is rapidly turning to mush underneath you.
Olivia's very aware, just looking at just.
Yep.
You've rescued my sisters, so I suppose we can handle this like civilized people. Meet us on the bank, and we'll discuss whatever path forward you have devised for us.
Appreciate it.
The ship is going down.
Yeah. So Krem sort of calls out, "Everyone, the ship is falling apart. We know this. I'm gonna do something a little extreme. I need all of you to get on the masts and hold tight. I'm actually gonna try and catch your eye as you sort of scuttle up and go, not that I believe in such things, but maybe you wouldn't mind sparing a prayer.
I touch you and I cure wounds from the injury that you took.
Thank you very much. That's very helpful.
I'll see what I can do.
All right, everyone. Good luck. So I'm just going to spin the wheel and do a 180.
I will pray.
There is a danger of capsizing.
Yeah.
Water's definitely going to come in,
Yeah.
but we might be able to turn quick enough and get back fast enough.
Give me a vehicle handling check
Okay.
to see. This is going to determine how close you get to the shore.
Yeah.
And then everyone give me a dexterity saving throw to determine if you can hold on to the boat. 'Cause
She's
even
very
with
good.
The warning,
There's
this
a
is
lot of
such
editing, but
a-
she is very good
Yeah,
regardless.
this is, yeah.
Very
This is so much movement that, yeah, exactly. The boat
Because you
might
see a
rip
lot of the
apart.
time where it
Plus
cuts
six.
and like she'll have her shirts pulled over her hand and then it'll cut and all of a sudden it's
that
down
is
here
12
and there's,
plus
so
six
there's,
is
there's definitely
18. The maneuver works.
where they're connecting spots and making it flow really well. But
boat
she is
turns around
great.
180. This sort of magical wind that's filling your sails kind of continues to propel you forward. And with a crash, the boat rips in half, but still both pieces, almost driven by momentum, continue to drift towards the shore.
Oof, okay.
12.
12.
Can I give myself guidance in this moment?
You have a warning,
Okay,
so I
cool.
suppose you
Sweet.
could.
All right. That is a 15 plus 4 plus 1, so a dirty 20.
Okay.
Dirty 20, yeah.
I got a 6.
A 6.
I got a natural 1.
A natural 1.
Fuck.
As the ship breaks in half, you see their masts kind of flop over into the water, and you see Eloine and Zora slip underneath the surface.
As I see the two of you, I look to you because I know that you can't breathe underwater. You, I think, can. I try to toss the hat to you so that you can breathe underwater.
Yeah, the two halves of this boat are pretty far. I'm gonna say you need to roll to hit
Roll to
a
hit?
ranged attack.
Oh
to
my-
see. It's like you're both moving towards the same destination, but you're getting further as time goes on.
Yeah, I'm gonna give myself guidance because I want to succeed. What's your AC?
16?
Okay. Yes! Nat 20.
Wait, I read a chat. Said that she was rolling an
See the
attack
hat
roll, but
go
then gave
flipping
herself
through the
guidance,
air
right? Unless I
and
missed
land
what it was.
perfectly where
It
you can
wasn't an
pluck it
attack roll.
just as you go under, just as the hot water takes you. Your half of the boat continues to careen forward with the three of you on it. The other one, kind of flopped on the side, continues to sink down. You don't see them again. You don't see them come up for air as your boat, kind of turning into pulp, manages to hold you aloft long enough to make it to the shore.
Like a
There's
certain
occasionally a
pirate in
voice in the
certain
background
films.
too.
Yes,
I
step
wonder if
onto
you
the
guys hear
just
it
as
through
it
my
says
stream.
step onto the
Occasionally
beach
there's a
of
voice that
the
they
yes,
lowered the
I
volume
would
behind.
The
And
three
somebody's
banshees
talking.
await your arrival as they kind of effortlessly glided over.
Ladies, I don't know how you do in water, but we seem to be missing some of our companions. Could you find them?
We can help you help them.
Great.
This crater, it whispers to the abyss.
Yeah, if she would have said you have to hit their armor class, but it's an athletics check, then guidance
be
away. I don't
appreciated.
care because it's an athletics check. But
Be able to navigate the dark depths. They will have taken them.
Who's they?
Oh.
The creatures in the deep.
Lividity has a thought, walks over to the water.
she
and just
plays in
sort of,
something
like,
called
puts their
Story
hand in it.
Quest.
It
I
feels
think.
like water.
It does, but it feels
Liana.
hot. Impossibly hot.
She took your hat. You threw your hat. We have one hat.
Well, I actually have a backup plan for that, but unfortunately it can only apply to me.
2 hats.
2 hats. Like, how hot are we talking about?
Like,
How hot we talking?
How are we talking? Scalding shower?
Yeah,
Lava?
scalding shower.
Okay, ooh.
but not hot enough that it's going to burn you or kill you or anything.
Okay, I put on the hat you gave
Yeah.
me, and I,
Guidance
over your
thing, I don't
shoulder,
care if it's a
consolation
skill
kind of
check so
bobbles.
much. Although
Oh,
I
that's
typically
cool,
like there to
yeah.
be time to
Thank
do
you.
it.
So
'Cause
whilst
it's an
that's
action.
happening, I'm fiddling with my wrist dial, and I press a button, and this sort of a weird energy sort of sprouts across my entire body. And you see before you, he sort of opens up his collar, and out from his sides of his throat, gills appear.
Amazing.
This is called Alter Self.
amazing.
Alter Self gives me aquatic adaptation, sprouts gills and grows webs between my fingers. I can breathe
People join the
underwater and
Discord,
gain
and
the
the
swim
only
speed
thing
equal
they
to my
selected
speed.
was art.
That's
Amazing.
awesome.
Is there any skill
Okay.
you don't have?
Over your shoulder, Contessa appears and says, "We have to get her back.
Oh, yes. Well, we have to get them both back. But any assistance
No,
would
we have
be...
to get her back."
Oh, yes. Any assistance in this matter would be greatly appreciated.
Of course, you're small and weak and simple-minded, but perhaps I can lend my strength to yours and we can get her back.
I say we just give the banshees to Soth. Just give them to Soth, all of them.
He's fine with the short and the weak, but when she says I'm stupid, mustache ruffles independently of my face.
Yeah.
He goes, well, be that as it may, well, in which case, lead on. Solus, you might want to strap in
Do you fold inside the jacket?
to sort of nestle in
Inner
somewhere.
pocket.
And to you, Confession merely says, "We can hold court here.
Yeah, that seems like the appropriate maneuver.
We'll make sure it's safe for you to come back." Underneath the surface of the water, the two of you are sort of almost rapidly pulled down by hands unseen. And as you are, you realize the bottom of this lake is steaming and dark, almost like a glittering meteorite. The heat from it rises in bubbles and rivulets, creating beautiful patterns in the water. But also you hear around you, you see hands in the water, kind of formed in the shapes of wakes, toying with your hair and touching your face as you fall, and they pull you down.
Well, I would like to cast Summon Beast. I reach into my wares, I pull a pouch out, I let it float in the water. I use the verbal component of my spell to summon a water beast, a small hammerhead shark. I grab onto Nora, and I grab onto the fin, and I command the shark to move as fast as it can away from these hands towards the shore.
Okay, give me the shark's strength saving throw.
It says +4.
+4, perfect.
That's a 19.
19. As the both of you hold on, the shark kind of deftly moves in between these hands, almost as though they threaten to pull it down into this gravity well that is at the bottom of this lake. But your shark begins to pull you towards the shore. Krem, Wesley, you dive into the water. Each of you give me a wisdom saving throw as you begin to make your way into the crystal clear depths.
Can we use guidance on this, trying to help ourselves see the way through?
Yeah.
Great.
Cool,
thanks.
great. +7 with my cloak. 11 to unnatural 20 because of the cloak. Yeah.
Cool. And this is with guidance. I also get advantage because my gnomish cunning. That's a 1 plus a 10. Oh god, that's awful. I get 10 because I got -1 to my wisdom.
Okay. Krem, you see Lavendria.
Immediately go towards it.
Wow.
As fast as I possibly can.
I think I chase after him.
Okay.
This is going great. Everything's so calm up here.
So I have like an umbrella and like a lounge chair.
And a cocktail.
And
This is great. It's not bad actually when you really just have some time to sit and think
With yourself.
with yourself and a banshee.
Living vacation vibes, yeah.
Yeah. Give me another strength save for the shark to see if it continues to move towards the
7.
7. You watch with a heavy heart as your hammerhead shark kind of pulling through these hands that are trying to grab you, getting you halfway to shore, so close you can almost see it, as it is suddenly pulled back, leaving you and Zora standing there almost confused, alone, as you see the hands begin to come back up, trying to grab you and pull you down towards this strange, iridescent, glittering meteor. Lividity.
Yes.
It occurs to you that perhaps your comrades have fallen
Yeah.
in the lake. Until, like lightning bolts from the sky, you see 4 gentle splashes as 4 dark, winged creatures break the surface of the glass lake.
Oh, yeah. I wonder if that was them.
And then, with gentle, winged, clawed hands, bearing silver talismans not unlike your own, just as the darkness is about to take you, you all emerge, coughing, sputtering, burning, eyes red,
Oof.
You emerge on the shore and you realize your hands are wrinkled as though you've been there for an impossibly long time, a time that surely would have killed you. And your recollection of being in the lake is at best hazy and at worst
Yeah,
a
Jay,
distant
you have to
nightmare
say
that
what
you
skill
choose
you're
not to
guidancing
remember.
them on.
Oh, welcome back, everyone.
It's concentration 1 minute. You tell them the
I'm going
skill.
to turn and look back to these figures, these winged figures.
They're standing sort of near all of you who are now together on the shore.
Hello.
Sort of holding counsel amongst each other.
And you,
They don't address you.
These two are okay. You
Yeah,
find-
everybody is, yeah.
Okay, sort of nod to both of them, and then sort of look back to these figures, and my hand goes to where Solus is, and sort of I bring him out, check on him.
It occurs to you that perhaps Solus called in for backup.
Yes, and as I do so, I sort of just want to give him a little wink, and then I turn back to the four.
well, how are you all doing?
They got saved.
Believe that Solus is the person you wish to thank.
Well, the Banshees are back. Good. And we have 4 new friends.
Much like Levidity, you don't believe they view friendship the same way as you do, as they're kind of standing apart from all of you, kind of like conferring with one another.
I'm gonna sort of go, if I may, I sort of gonna shuffle forward, sort of wring out the water from my ears and go, excuse me, I believe we all owe you all a thanks, but I also believe there's probably a moment where I have to pay that back.
At this, you see the winged creature wrapped in beautiful crimson fabric. You see its wings come forward and give a little shake, and when they do, in a burst of feathers, they are gone, and instead stands there a woman with raven-colored hair, kind of half pulled back and braided with crimson ribbons. She's a half-elf with dark skin and piercing black eyes. What did you say to her again? Sorry.
So I believe we have you to thank, but also that I may need to pay you back.
We don't require penance. Our services are free. We are the keepers of the feather.
As a chill goes down my spine.
Who summoned you?
We came to help one of our own, one of our kind.
I think you're mistaken. There's none of your kind
The
here.
were-raven.
No, I believe you might be mistaken. There is one definitely of our kind here.
I may not have been as
What
forth.
name do you go by?
My name is Krem.
It is good to meet you, Krem.
It is good to meet you.
Krem, what is she talking about?
I ignore her. Perhaps then you should probably tell me a bit about yourself.
She smiles. Long have people believed that raven wings bring portents of disaster, but we don't foretell it. We just try to prevent it before it happens and help when it does. We protect the innocent, and we fight evil. And there is a lot of evil here.
Consider me your, for want of a better word, servant.
We don our true forms only when it is safe to do so, but we threw caution to the wind to save the newest of our members today.
He does a very low bow.
Welcome to the flock.
And you see the 4 of them turn into ravens and fly through the mists, untouched and unmarred by them.
Is someone going to tell us what's going on?
This place does indeed change you. Just know that everything I will do will only be for the betterment of the group to find Lavender. I pose you no threat, but really, I feel we need to press on. Lavender must be very scared.
You do wish to join them in a sense, but also realize that you're not ready, as they can move back and forth through these forms at will. And such a power is still out of your grasp.
Speaking of out of my grasp, my hand just goes to linger on this very experimental bottle of Moonglow.
Constellation kind of like draws her power into herself and then imbues each of you with a modicum of her power, kind of growing small again. As she does, you all gain an ability score improvement.
Hey!
Does that mean leveling up?
No.
No, don't push it like that. Just an ability score improvement.
What does that
just
mean?
one?
She's
genuinely asking.
Strength, dexterity, constitution, intelligence, wisdom, or charisma by 1.
Oh, that's quite nice of you. Can I choose which one it is?
Yes.
What do we do now? Do we get back to Lavender?
Somebody tell her she should pick the one
Well, as
that's an
far as
odd
you two
number.
Let me know. Lavender is being
I don't
held
think they're
by
getting
Lord
more.
Soth, which we specifically don't want to take you 3-2, correct?
Consolation comes forward and says, I will go.
Yes.
If he will accept me and leave my sisters in peace, I will go. And you hear both of the other banshees exclaim, at least they'll have each other. All of this was my fault.
What do you mean?
It was I that hatched the plan for us to escape, and I'm willing to console that beast if it means that they don't have to be alone anymore.
I don't think that's our only option.
We don't want anyone going back to his prison. You three are very powerful. Why can't we fight this Lord Sarth? We are now a bigger party.
If we could have fought Lord Soth, we would have killed him or destroyed him when we had the chance.
But you are free now.
You can sing to him, and we can attack. You're his salve, yes?
Yes.
Lull him into a stupor, and we will take him out.
What happens when the Dark Lord falls? Will this place not fall into flame, and will we not all die with it? Or be unmade with it?
What if somebody were to take his place?
So here's my thoughts.
That's so
If the three of
vague.
you are able to get into
His
my
voice
eye,
there.
then we can go back to Soth, get an audience to speak, and then the three of you can surprise him and put him into a stupor. And then from there, if you want to save your daughter, by all means, and we can either keep him asleep just long enough for us to escape, or whatever we want to do. It does not matter to me how we deal with this situation by force.
Said it before, I'm gonna say it again. Let's kill that son of a bitch.
There we go. I know the direction to Soth's domain.
Do you take the carriage?
Yes, I'll take the carriage. I'll roll an animal
Yeah.
handling check again.
Can I give you guidance?
Sure. That is 22.
Oh, yeah.
So, we're killing Lord Soth. Agreed?
Agreed.
Confession, she
Must be a
flies
weak
into
version.
your artifact eye. Consolation, she also
That's painful.
finally, Contessa, successfully steering these spectral horses carry you straight to Nedragard Keep. As the landscape of Sithicus zips by your window, you see that the ethereal flames have engulfed the sort of quiet ruins that you had passed before. The great chasm has grown in size, now threatening to rip the continent of Sithicus in half.
Jasmine, can I be still tinkering and trying to make a bundle of dynamite from various bits and things I have on my pouch?
What we can do is we can kind of mess around with the rules for an experimental elixir here. Typically this is for the alchemist subclass, but you know something of this, so it'll just be more difficult for you.
Okay.
When you use this, it will consume a spell slot.
Would that be level 2 or level 1?
How strong do you want it to be?
There are a
strong
lot
as
of
possible.
things
This
that
is a Hail
show that,
Mary.
David.
This will be a level 2.
A
Go
lot
ahead
of
and give
things
me
if
an
you're, like,
arcana
really
check.
looking.
So this is a +7. I'm going to give myself guidance. Right. 7. That's 11 plus 8. That's 19.
There are many items in the DMG that do double damage to structures. I'm going to say that this is one of them.
Yeah.
Cool. Now,
So it will do 3d6 force damage to an enemy, but it will do 6d6 force damage to a structure.
do we get the benefits of a long rest?
Would you like to attempt to rest?
I think so.
Yes.
Everyone give me a constitution saving throw.
May we use guidance?
Yes.
Thank you.
I've got all my spell
You
slots and all my
don't-
hit points.
Guidance
I think I'm
saving
gonna
throws.
I'm driving. I'm going to say I'm not doing it.
You just need to beat a DC 10.
Okay. I get a 17 plus a 3, 20, dirty 20.
Oh, wow.
Dirty 20.
I gave myself guidance. Nat 20.
Nice.
Amazing.
16.
Absolutely. You drive through the night, Lividity, and your carriage creaks to a halt in front of Nedragard Keep.
We're here.
The keep sits before you.
Is that a real
covered
thing, a
in
continuity
jagged
coordinator?
Black thorns. The portcullis once again yawns open like a maw, welcoming you in to a realm in which Soth reigns supreme, truly. Confession says, the thing about Dark Lords is they often don't know they're Dark Lords. She looks like kind of through your eyes at the open gate, and she says, perhaps this is his way of exhibiting his knightlyhood in an honorable battle that he has foreseen for some time.
We were not welcome here the first time, and I think it will be even more disastrous for us the second. I think you should take the lead, and we should probably hide.
Great. Well, don't be seen.
Okay.
I'm gonna start walking through to the gates.
I was hoping to find a way in besides the front door, but it doesn't seem
Well,
possible.
we do happen to have the acquaintance of a very nimble and rather sneaky, for want of a better word, person. Maybe we should ask her.
Lividity, do you know of any other way in?
You see Lividity close an eye.
Mm-hmm.
It says, look, I don't know exactly which the other ways are, and I don't know if Soth can hear me right now, so Soth is looking through my right eye.
He can see.
He can see.
Us.
Well, not right now.
Right.
As I've closed it.
Have you been closing your eye the whole time?
Off and on.
So he knows that we're here right now, currently, in this moment.
Oh, of course.
Right, sure. So there's no point in sneaking in.
And in fact, as you're having this conversation, you hear the sounds of dozens of armor-clad feet marching.
Cool.
In perfect unison. They emerge from the gatehouse and line up on either side of the approach, a host of Death Knights.
Donned in head-to-toe ebon armor with intricately carved black roses on their chest plates. Their armor clinks coldly in this growing miasma around you. And all at once, there's a loud crash as they touch their spears in a perfect arch over your head.
Lividity nods their head and starts walking through.
Yeah, it's
Cool.
supposed to
I
be
do
part
the
of
same.
it to at
Hard
least
to be
follow,
walking through.
or at least explain when somebody says, "I want to do this," and it pops up and says what that thing is very plainly, right?
As you approach those fated steps, past that fountain and garden that you walked through before,
And then I chuckle when I remember that he fell into it.
Be very fortunate for you if I was to meet my demise here, wouldn't it?
Now, I have made peace with whatever this is. I think it's time, my friend, that maybe you do the same.
I say in Gnomish to you. I know it isn't possible now, but I had hoped we'd be friends.
I say back in Gnomish, your accent is terrible, but I appreciate the attempt.
Who is this diva?
how Krem got his groove back.
I think the DM is just saying
On your
sure,
shoulder,
not
Solus
necessarily like breaking the
ruffles
game, just
nervously, remembering his own captivity.
Just
Just
talk about it
above
after.
the ceiling, the stairs are right there.
Just remember
you
to
know where
bring
they
that
go.
up.
You've been up them before. Last time, disguised as Soth's bride.
I will cast Pass Without a Trace at this point.
You could do Pass Without a Trace. You two stay together, stealth along the
I
side.
think that might be safer.
Might be,
Tell me what to do and I'll do it.
Yes,
might be
ma'am.
more straightforward.
So which party takes, just put
I
your
think
minis
we're-
along the staircase?
Yeah, I
from
think
here
we're
to
all
see.
going up.
We're all going
Yeah.
up.
And they're gonna,
And there are two ways in, right?
Yes, there are two staircases.
up the stairs I go.
Soth stirs from his revelry, his face melted by dragon fire, kind of half fused to his hand where he rests it all the time, coming apart with a soft sucking sound. And then you see Lavindria. She is suspended over some type of liquid, sort of in a chamber right above. What you can only surmise is a liquid compost that then goes to feed his garden.
She's about to be made into compost.
Yeah,
She's lowered into
that's
it.
gonna feed the garden.
Soth looks up at you and then puts on his helmet.
My lord Soth.
Little worm, have you brought me my quarry or have you brought me a challenge?
You know I have them.
Do you offer them to me as gifts? Or have you come to do honorable combat? Perhaps the first honorable thing you've done in your life.
No one likes me here.
And in my head I say,
Now is probably the time for whatever you're going to do.
Roll for initiative.
Maybe it is going to end faster than we thought. We're just going straight. I mean, this has been pretty
balls.
quick to get here.
7.
7.
Hey, it's pretty good for rolling a 2.
Yeah, no kidding.
I got a 14.
The artist formerly known as Zora.
Yes.
15.
I got a, was that?
17.
plus 3. Dirty 20 for me.
Straight up 10.
Lividity. A light emerges from your eye. It is the third Banshee constellation she draws into her full power, no longer a suspended lava lamp-like amorphous ectoplasm, but instead her veil lengthens and lengthens until she's a beautiful elvish maiden, a bride, but garbed in mourning gear. You can still see the dead flowers around
Imagine.
the crown of
Roll
her head.
initiative,
Her
soft
bridal
turn.
veil has instead been flipped over to the front to become a veil of mourning.
3 attacks.
And her beautiful wedding dress, almost stained black with tears that are leaving streaks coming down her face as she begins her song.
Wow. That rocks.
As her song begins to take hold over Soth, amplified by the magic qualities of this place, the sacred geometry with which it is constructed. The 3 sconces set in the alcoves along the wall almost hum like musical glasses that are kind of engineered to conduct sound waves. The glass of them almost threatens to break, but the sound does not harm any of you. In fact, it bolsters you. Realizing that her song is beginning to take hold, Soth dons his face of death. She was successful with her song. He will be stunned in 2 rounds.
In 2 rounds? Okay.
If you can keep her alive.
Okay. Done. Locked in.
As he lifts up his visor, you see the face melted with dragon fire, and his eyes glow with the last flames he saw before his eyes melted. Everyone within 60 feet of him,
Yes, everyone.
make a charisma saving throw. You need to beat a 19.
Oh! He can't see us?
Even if he can't see you.
It's a vibe.
Okay, cool. It's a vibe.
And it just says 60-foot emanation. It doesn't say he has to see
That's.
you.
I'm assuming double. Yeah.
Natural 20!
Yeah! I do have really high charisma, guys. Ooh, full damage, dang.
So
Or
I
it
get
just
gnomish
locks him
cunning,
out,
which
right?
gives
He
me
gets stunned in
advantage
2
charisma
rounds.
saving rolls.
Beautiful.
It's 8 and a 5.
That was rough.
That was rough.
I believe that's a failure,
Yeah.
resounding success,
21.
success,
14.
failure,
Failure.
failure. The 3 of you
Said all the
take
voices in the back
17
again.
points of psychic damage,
Why is everything psychic?
and you gain the frightened condition.
Yeah.
Boo.
You take
Fear and
half, you take
disadvantage
none
ability
because of
checks.
that natural 20.
And attack
8
rolls.
points for
They
me.
forgot the
Half
and the
percent to
attack
get
rolls.
round up.
Yes.
Unless it's
Not
a
great
different
start,
fight.
but that's okay.
His full attention is focused on you currently,
Yeah.
Lividity. But he hears Lavender stir in her prison, and he casts on her Hold Person.
Oh, no.
Krem, you're up.
I feel like he just goes. It's just like
Nervous fart?
Nervous fart. I'd like to do the hide action
Oh, nice.
Okay.
and then make my way as stealthily as I can towards Lavender.
Go ahead and give me a stealth check, and then you can just count out the movement.
So disadvantage, because I have +6 to my stealth.
Okay.
Okay, so +6, and that's the
Big money, big money, big money.
10. I'm just sort of moving towards the pit, basically.
Perfect.
My bonus action will be to
Even with advantage, he's rolled
secure the
bad twice.
dynamite on my belt,
Okay.
so that it won't cost me an action to get it out. And as I'm sort of creeping along, I'm then also finding the loop of the dynamite and just going click, 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 and just estimating click. I want to delay it 6 seconds. So if I throw it, it'll land. The next round, it'll go off.
You ready your dynamite, and that is your whole
That's on
turn.
the whole turn.
At the end of your turn, give me a wisdom saving throw.
Not high
good.
enough to
Good
fight soft,
advantage.
Jay. I'll say that.
No, with a -1, that's
Not high
nine.
enough to fight
You
soft.
hear Soth's voice as he sees what you're doing, and he says, "Grovel." And you, despite yourself, fall to your knees and
Wow.
begin groveling.
Is that a concentration spell?
It is.
So hold person drops.
It does.
Ooh.
Oh,
And as the whole person drops, Lavindria from down in the chasm, hearing the telltale sounds of,
oh,
yeah,
oh,
you hear, "Dad, is that you?"
oh. Yes, I'm here to rescue you.
I know you'd come for me.
I'll never leave you, my little Lavender.
She gives you an inspiration.
Ooh.
A bardic inspiration.
Oh,
so this is
Ah, she's bard, yeah. All right, so this will be the bardic one. Cool.
Yeah, and that's an extra D6.
D6.
Mhm. You can add it to damage or an attack roll.
Nice.
Contessa emerges from your eye. You see her in her full battle regalia. She wears chainmail skirts with like metal plating over them, a breastplate, and a helm with a crown over the top. In her hand, she carries not a weapon, but a big scepter. For those of you who've seen one before, you recognize a battle mage. She begins her ballad of war, granting one of her chosen advantage on their next attack roll.
Cool.
Eloine, you're up.
My heart is racing. I swing the oath bow around. My heart settles, icily chill. I run out. 5, 10, 15, 20. I stop. I cast Hunter's Mark, which crowns him with Nora's crown. Boom.
Oh.
Yeah.
The Crown of Thorns?
The Crown of Thorns. That's been my Hunter's Mark from the beginning. Now we know it's Nora's Hunter's Mark. Boom. I then notch an arrow and I whisper, swift defeat to my enemies, making Soth my sworn enemy. And I, for flavor, notch 2 arrows and shoot.
Amazing.
So I have advantage on this strike.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay, 12 plus 9 is 21.
That's a hit.
Okay, that's the first one. Okay, 22.
That's a hit.
I have 4d6. 1 from the Hunter's Mark, 3 from the Oath Bow.
Mm-hmm.
I have 2 d8s from the attack, from the 2 attacks.
Mm-hmm.
And a d4 for cold damage.
Okay.
Holy cow.
Rangers, man.
Rangers, man.
The oath bow is pretty good.
This is called.
But that was very good.
6 plus 14 is 20.
Against that
27,
target.
28 points of damage, plus 10, because I didn't add
Okay.
any proficiency, so that's 38 points.
I think Halloween can take this by himself, to be honest.
He is sapped, so he has 10 feet less movement.
Okay.
And then I will use the rest of my movement, which is 25 feet. 5, 10, 15, and climbing down the wall.
So you're 5 feet down.
So I'm 5 feet
5 feet down. At the end of your turn, Soth moves half his movement speed, which in this case is 10 feet. It's enough to get to you, Lividity.
Balls.
And he says,
We love you.
I should have known better than to expect you to fight honorably.
I haven't done anything.
that is a 24 to
Yeah,
hit.
it hits.
He touches you on the forehead with one decrepit, gauntleted hand and brands you, almost in cruel mockery of the brands you wear on your back. 11 slashing damage as he carves it into your head, with an additional 16 necrotic damage.
Having the necrotic, because I'm resistant to it.
Fantastic.
So 19 points of damage. So I'm going to use my reaction to uncanny dodge and sort of shrug it off to have that all that damage.
Amazing. I think we made Christian round up,
It was
so we'll
10.
say round up. 10.
10 balls.
Yeah.
My lord, I have not done a thing. I don't know who these people are.
Classic lividity.
Give me a deception check.
Classic.
Oh. Oh. Oh
A natural 1?
Dang.
He leans in
That's
Very
tough.
close.
Unlucky.
and says,
This time when your eye is taken, you won't be getting it back.
And Lividity, in pain and fear, just whispers, I don't think it's very honorable to spy out of someone's eye.
ooh. He's gonna keep wailing on you.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Zora, you're up.
Can I summon a beast of ill omen? And the beast comes out, but I remain hidden.
Oh, those are your sorcery points. Cool.
I also want to activate my innate sorcery, please.
You can call forth a howling creature shattered to hound your foes by casting summon beast as a bonus action on spinning spell.
Where do you want to put it?
This spell.
I'd like to put my beast near him. Yeah, it's a creature of shadow to hound your foes. 3 sorcery points to do it, and it will cause the enemies within 5 feet to have disadvantage on saving throws against spells that I cast. And I'd like to specify that my beast of ill omen is actually Sarth's favorite horse that was poisoned by poisoned carrot that was fed to him by Lord Strahd. Strahd.
Was this the origin of their their long feud? Okay. For the purposes of this, it's going to be a miniature pony.
I love a tiny horse. I love a tiny horse.
Then I'm going to use, Firebolt. I haven't used that. Yeah, Firebolt.
Perfect. Go ahead and roll to hit.
Okay.
Because of Contessa's boon, you have advantage on this.
So roll twice, take the higher.
10 and a 3.
You should have a modifier that you add to that.
A 16.
A 16. It does not hit. Your firebolt goes soaring through the air and kind of fizzles out harmlessly against Soth's massive pauldron. You did some movement. Would you like to use the rest of it?
Sure, I could go behind cover.
Confession emerges here.
Nice.
Oh.
And her song begins to intermingle with her sisters on the other side. Wesley, you're up.
Okay. You've taken damage,
Yep.
correct? And you've taken damage?
A lot.
I'm going to do mass healing word.
I'm effectively bloodied right now. If that.
Okay, everyone within 60 feet does get 2d4 plus 8 health back.
As you go to cast your spells, you realize Confession Song almost amplifies your own prayers up to whatever deity you hold dear. Increase your healing by 1d6.
Yes.
Whoa!
so 2d4
For as
and a
long as
D6.
she is singing.
Nice.
So a d6 in addition to the 2d4 plus 8. Amazing. Thank you. Okay, so 5, 8, 9 plus 8, 17 HP back.
Lovely.
Could I, as an action, try to break the command
Where'd you get a plus
on
8 from?
Krem?
That's a
Could I
double
try to
the
like
bonus.
shake him out of it?
You can allow him to re-roll that wisdom save to come out of it.
As, like,
Absolutely.
help action?
Yeah.
Wake up!
Roll your wisdom saving throw.
Go straight. Roll with -1. Okay, not good. Go. Ah! Damn it! No, I'm quaking in my little tiny boots.
You try to shake Krem out of it, but you see Krem is willing to grovel to Lord Soth if it means saving the life of his daughter. Lividity, you're up.
For this fight, I think we're all fighting the same enemy. I'm going to save my allies for this fight. I can't move forward, so I'm just going to shift a little bit to here. Soth being face to face with me, I'm going to dash to the side and pull both my short sword and dagger, which I do have dual weapon fighting, so I have quick draw. So I just unsheath both of them,
both at the same
and
time.
I'm just going to stab them both up and
Fun
try
fact,
to go
rules is
underneath
written, you
the
can only
breastplate
draw one
of
weapon.
his
Amazing.
armor.
Roll to hit.
The first one,
I believe. Yeah.
Oh, you know.
16 to 17. So that's 16 plus 9 to hit with the
Hit.
first one.
Nice.
I'll roll damage for that. Just 9 points of magical piercing damage, and then as part of the attack action, I will attack with the dagger. So this will be a straight roll, which I will then apply sneak attack to.
Amazing.
Oh, very nice.
That's 18 to hit.
That's a hit.
Okay. And I'm also pumping
If you
2d10
ever have
poison damage
disadvantage,
into
you
this.
can't.
Nice.
Unless I
Don't
was
bother.
missing something. 'cause it was a mistake.
That makes
You
sense.
know
I love a
from
dagger
your,
that has done nothing.
you know that from your various experiences with
Yeah.
Thoth, that
He's immune to
poison has
poison.
little effect on him.
Yes, everyone's
You've
immune to
tried to
poison.
poison him in his sleep before.
Everyone's immune to poison in Barovia. So that's 16 points of magical piercing damage. So I will use my bonus action to take steady aim, which will give me advantage on my next attack.
Absolutely.
That's nice.
It is the top of the round. It is Consolation's turn. She continues her song, and you begin to see a sort of placidness kind of glaze over those undead eyes, almost like wax cooling on a candle you've just blown out. All of you give me a dexterity saving throw.
On the current turn.
Me too.
Not you. You're the only one who
That's
doesn't
what
have
I
to take
thought.
one.
As a
15.
bonus action, give yourself
Failure.
advantage on your next attack
Dexterity
roll on the
saving
current
throw.
turn. And it's only if you haven't moved during this turn.
No!
And after you use your speed is 0.
I got a. Is that 18?
That's an 18.
Plus 3, 21.
That was a save.
4 failures.
Failure.
26.
Success. Let me roll damage.
No!
On 7d6, I got 4 6s.
Holy fuck.
So here's Soth is really powerful.
Good luck, adventurers. I really, truly do want you to succeed. Stirred by consolation.
Well, it's because you
song,
can't.
Remembering his own feelings.
Jay,
and
what-
how
what he said,
Thoth
you
failed in
can't.
the
It's
one
only on
mission
your
he
current
was tasked with. To save Kryn
That's what
from
I
the
was saying. When he
cataclysm.
said it, I was like,
From his mind,
you get no
she plucks
benefit.
the vision of the cataclysm
Yeah, you can't
itself.
steady aim for the next
He
turn.
flings it at you. There's a burst of cataclysmic fire. Those of you that failed take 36 points of fire damage and an additional 12 of
36
necrotic.
and 12
if you
necrotic.
succeeded, you take half.
So the first one was how much fire damage?
It's 24 on a success.
There,
Due to
somebody's
the
going to
fact that
save them.
have
I think the
resistance
third
to
one's going to
necrotic,
come out, or the
and I will
stun
use
is going to come
uncanny
into
dodge.
play.
I will take 11 points of damage.
Oh, Lavinity! Flex on him!
Also, unless that was
You
an
got my
attack,
massive above the table
he
with
can't
it,
uncanny dodge it.
Oh, I'm actually, because I got healed with mass healing, thank God, I'm
Mhm.
actually back, I'm down to only 21 points of healing. So I'm
I
actually,
just want to.
I'm half, which is bloodied, I guess.
Okay, amazing.
Was it
As
an
the
attack roll,
cataclysmic
or did they make
fire
a save?
buffets the party, and you see so much of Consolation's veil just go up in flames, melting off her ethereal flesh, exposing the skull underneath. She is barely holding on, but still singing. Contessa, roll a nat 20.
Okay, good for her.
Thank God.
Contessa deftly evades the attack. Being familiar with Soth's ire, floats to you and says, "Be brave now. We need you," and gives you her heroic inspiration. Women helping each
So he can't uncanny dodge that.
Well, I am down.
Oh.
Our cleric.
So I will, in that save, I will re-roll the one you gave me from yesterday. Okay, and I have to take this number.
Oh wow, this is
and I have a +1.
retroactive AF.
That is a 14 plus 1, 15. That's still not enough, right?
It's not enough.
I'm down, y'all.
Are you still up?
Yes.
Amazing. You see Contessa try to bolster you, almost try to shield you with her ethereal form, and you all see the fire kind of go through Contessa, since she is ethereal, and hit you regardless. Krem, you're up.
Right, so she hits the deck. I'm on the floor groveling, muttering about how much I love you, Soth, and all this stuff, and we're compelled to say this stuff. I see her, and I just sort of force and will my finger to move inches out, because her hand is, let's say,
She's right next to you.
splayed like
Right.
literally. And I just sort of inch my way over, and yes, of course, what an amazing person you are, and go, bing, and just cast Cure Wounds. And with that, I go, I got your back, kid. Then this little wrist thing that I've got just goes click, and just whacks her sort of like a mini shot of adrenaline.
Although you are still affected by the command spell, I feel like you're still groveling and really just touching your friend from your position. So I'm going to house rule that you can do that,
Hey, thank
because
you.
groveling really just gives you the prone condition.
Thank you very much. That's going to be 2d8 plus 4 hit points. So 2d8, that's...
Oh, that's good. 7 and 8.
Oh,
7
yeah,
and 8,
so
15.
it's 15. Points, healing points back.
Oh my god, thank you!
Amplified by D6.
Amplified by d6.
Because of the song.
Oh my
gosh.
So that
3.
is
Oh,
3. Okay, cool.
thank you.
So that's my action. My bonus action, I'm then going to cast Sanctuary myself. So I'm going to heal her, and then I'm going to shuffle back, like head down, ass up, and just shuffle back towards the chasm. At an angle, can I see Lavender?
You see the familiar orbs of her eyes kind of looking up at you, glowing.
Cool. And I see him descending. So with one hand still like shaking, trying to grovel, I'm going to sort of force my other hand out and just make this symbol like that, then like this, which is good person.
Oh.
And
I
then just
don't.
give
I
her
mind
words
that
like,
less
"Oh."
than the other
Even though-
3
Oh.
things that were wrong in the last. Like
Literally
this round
fighting
alone has
Lord
had
Soth.
so many things that aren't right.
My lord, this wasn't the plan. I don't want to fight
That one's
you.
low on my priority
When
list
he
personally.
said this wasn't the plan, their eyes flicked to all of you.
We were supposed to all be hitting him.
Krem, as you peer down into the chasm and you just see the orbs of her little lavender eyes looking up at you, you hear Lavendria's little voice, almost as though she's talking to one of her little imaginary friends.
Oh, I love those.
But this time something's a little bit different. And she says, make sure you take care of him, Rosie. And out of the chasm, a small spirit that looks like a little pink squirrel is unleashed, and you're going to regain hit points equal to her bardic inspiration die plus her charisma mod, which is really
Dude.
high because she's a very cute child.
She's very cute. I love cuteness.
You regain 7 hit points, increased by 1d6 because of the singing. So that's another 4, 11 hit points.
Nice.
As this little pink ethereal squirrel with a skull for a head, with a bow behind it, drifts around you and then just melts into your person, imbuing
Amazing.
you with its life as it does so.
Amazing.
That is her turn. She's still in the cage, so she can't do much else. With that, Contessa is up.
Contessa.
You all watch as Contessa glides forward, arms outstretched, hair streaming behind her, and she says, "I won't go back!" And her form just kind of moves through with sheer rage through Soth's.
Ooh.
And he's gonna take
Get him,
force
Contessa. Get
damage.
Shouldn't you want to give up the banshees?
We're not doing that right now.
Her incorporeal form almost trying to fight his. You realize the desperation in her eyes, and this is less about all of you and more of a fear of going back into the sconce. Eloine, you're up.
So I'm gonna continue down. I was 5 feet, so another 25 feet.
Okay.
I land on top of the cage. Is there a lock?
Absolutely, yes.
I say to Lavindria, I am a friend. Can you help us get you out of here?
I'm doing my best, but I can't get it open from the inside.
Okay, I'll try. And I will reach into my pocket and I will pull out my former party member Hyacinth's lockpick, and I will try to, I'll try to lockpick this.
Give me a sleight of hand check.
Okay, I think this will work. 12 plus 8 for a dirty 20.
That works.
Nice.
Nice.
I shimmy it open, I put it in, I put my hand out to Lavindria.
As you take out your former party member's lockpick, you hear her say,
Their spirit follows you. They're dead. That's why they can help you now.
Aww.
Rough.
You broke me.
Was this a good friend of yours?
She was one of my best friends.
Aww.
So as she says that,
Well, technically, she still is.
I hug her. And I say, hold on. And I grab her. Does it look like there's a drain in here?
When you look down and you smell it first, there is the horrible stench of death and decay. And below, you can just hear the faint dripping and gurgling of liquid, but you can't see the bottom of the black liquid that is underneath you.
I will then spider climb up, and I have 45 feet of movement, so 15 feet up, just holding her, because the next round he'll be stunned and I will be able to get her out of here, I think. And I say to her, your father is one of the bravest men I've ever met.
Zora, you're up.
I would like to make a certain part of him small.
Oh my god!
He's also a skeleton, by the way.
He's a skeleton, man.
You're trying to shrink his dick?
I didn't say that. I feel like I am out
Jesus.
of options, and Strahd, we're kind of homies now.
He wants to call Dad.
Actually, you're right. Oftentimes you can. However, as outlined in the book, anytime you try to contact another plane or use your abilities to contact your deity, oftentimes those messages are intercepted by the Dark Lord of the domain.
You might be able to do it while he's stunned.
Yeah.
Is he stunned?
No, yeah,
Yeah,
he will
next
he will be
round.
next round, though.
Great. Well, then I'll firebolt him, and then next round I can call Daddy.
Okay, go ahead and roll to hit.
7.
But you get advantage, right?
I thought it was just on the last one.
Your guy being nearby gives you advantage.
Your
boy.
Hill Beast.
So
Oh,
roll
great.
again.
Perfect.
Cool.
Okay, great.
Natural 20!
Yes! Yes!
All right. In that case, go ahead and
2d10.
Guys, I'm really nervous.
you add another damage die to that pool.
So 3d10.
Come on. You ready? I'm gonna roll. You're gonna math it.
And 17 points. Doubled.
Ooh, because it's crit.
Yeah.
So yeah, when you score a critical hit, you deal extra damage. You roll the attack's damage twice. So there'll be one more d10 in there. So it'll be 4 d10.
Roll one more
So that was
d10.
17.
17 plus.
There you go. Plus 4 for 21 points of damage.
21 points of damage.
Nice.
Right in the back of the dome.
Thanks, guys.
That's really good.
The cantrips are good like that.
Cantrips are nice because they're free.
Your firebolt go melting through Soth's armor, dealing a decent
was
blow
just
to the back of his
They get
breastplate.
disadvantage on their
Your
saving
pony's turn.
throws, not
Okay, my pony's
advantage to
called
hit.
Ice Hoof.
Do you command her to attack?
Yes.
Hell
Roll to
yeah.
hit. I do. Gonna be a
Never
natural.
mind.
It's gonna be a natural 20.
I can't believe
That's
I'm saying
actually
this.
incredible,
Your
though.
pony is gonna bite for 2d8 plus 12 piercing damage because
Perfect.
everything is doubled.
5 plus 12, so 17.
17.
It's
Your
the
pony,
pony, but that's not bad.
your pony
That is not-
deals as much damage as you did with your firebolt.
Well, no, slightly less, but yes.
Your pony rears up and bites Soth as bite
On the bottom, please.
on his armored bottom, as you see a flash of anger in Soth's eyes as he remembers his old prized pony.
Yeah, that's right.
It is Confession's turn. Confession is going to attempt to heal everyone in a 20-foot radius around them for 12 points of healing. They continue their song and heal everyone.
Thank you.
Wesley, you're up.
I'm gonna just move right next to Confession near you, in between you. Yeah, there we go. I'm gonna do Spirit Guardians because it's the highest damage attack spell I have. It's radiant within a 15-foot emanation, and regardless, you're a protected party, so it will not affect you.
Oh, okay.
That is a save for you. It is a Wisdom save of 14.
He does have advantage on this.
Oh God.
That's 22.
Yeah. Okay.
Takes half damage.
Oh yeah, it takes half damage.
Perfect. Go
Takes
ahead
half
and
damage.
roll your damage and half it.
Every little bit helps, right?
It does.
That's true.
7, 8, 4 radiant damage.
2 and 1 is tough.
3d8.
You are not going to believe this.
What?
As your spirit guardians buffet Lord Soth, you realize he is bloodied.
Yes,
Oh!
He's bloodied. I use my reaction. Teleport to this side of him.
Every little bit does help.
So using Bloodthirst because he's bloody, I'm using my reaction to teleport behind him and I get a free attack.
Roll to hit.
The next attack, I was doing Careful Aim, so I normally would have disadvantage because I'm frightened.
That's canceled out with
by
your
my steady aim.
steady
yes.
aim.
But there's someone within 5 feet, so I can sneak attack this.
And Tessa is within 5 feet, aiding you.
So that would be 20.
Hit.
4d6 plus 6. Do 23 points of damage.
Holy cow.
Beautiful. Okay.
And Lividity stabs the short sword up through like the back underneath the armor and goes,
My lord, you seem to be leaking.
Ooh.
Probably
In
not.
anger.
But I don't.
He is going to use
Mind
one of
completely.
his legendary actions. He's going to take his blade and without turning around, flourish it and attempt to just push it back to where he believes Lividity is. 31 to hit.
no, doesn't hit.
Nice say.
Prove me wrong.
You take 7 slashing
I'll
damage,
tell you in a second.
as well as
I gotta find it in this thing. and then
15
go to the
necrotic
thing.
damage.
Halved. So that is 8. I am bloodied.
Lividity, you're up.
Okay.
Because that was not your turn,
No, it's not my turn.
shockingly.
Yeah. 3 of them are still up, and then the next round he is stunned.
Yeah, he's stunned.
I'm gonna keep fighting.
His total
'cause
HP
I
in
haven't
the
seen you come
book
up with a child
is
yet.
220.
This is at disadvantage.
He's a CR 19.
Oh, balls. That's 12.
That does not hit.
I missed with that first swing. I think I stay. I'm gonna make a second attack with my bonus action. That's 15.
It's not hit.
Okay. Bounce off the armor and just can't seem to get through after being stabbed with this sword.
Yeah, you feel fear in your heart as you see Soth still standing and feel his blade bite through your side. Your small blades feeling so minuscule in comparison to him and his massive form.
Lividity's eyes do flick towards the banshee next to him and just like, that's my turn.
At the end of your turn,
Yeah.
Hello,
he's
Lemon's
going
mom.
to use his last legendary action. I believe you're within melee range.
Yes, I am.
And he says,
I am Nerdcore, and we are watching Dungeon Masters.
Not real.
and he removes the blade and instead strikes down at you with his Forsaken brand. There's a 28 to hit.
Okay, it does hit.
Mm-hmm.
Roll me the damage.
9 slashing damage.
Okay.
19 necrotic
This is a
damage.
combat.
19
for this
necrotic
map.
damage.
It's a little
So,
different.
when I or a bloodied creature I can see within 60 feet of myself is hit with an attack roll, including me, I can take a reaction to have the damage and round down. If the triggering attack roll was a critical hit, any effects triggered by the critical hit are canceled.
Round it down.
Okay, so it would be 9.
9.
Yeah.
You see Auriel's beautiful owl-like wings flash for a moment in your vision as they come up as though to ward you from harm. It is Consolation's turn. As she finishes the first stanza of her ballad, you see Soth's face become a bit placid as he is lost in thought with dreams of blue dragons, cataclysmic fire, and his beautiful elven home in Kryn. He is stunned. May I recommend, as your humble dungeon master, doing your worst or running now is your chance. This will only last for this round.
Got it.
And then Krem.
We might want to just leave.
Okay, Lemon's mom, heck yeah.
So
yeah,
you
the
hear that
Dungeon
from
Masters Act.
Lividity,
This is the
and I say,
finale.
Already, fire in the a-hole. And I'm gonna light the dynamite and go like that to Solus, hand it to Solus. Then gonna use Solus as my my companion.
Yeah, he does not have the frightened
He does not have the frightened
condition.
condition. To then fly it directly at Soth, but to hand to Lividity,
Okay.
to place it into your hands, easily,
Yeah.
and then go, shove it up his ass.
It takes too long to get the
That's
armor
my
off.
action, I guess.
Yes.
I'm gonna sort of stand to my feet and look down the hole and go.
For being CR19, he does a lot
How are
less
you doing
damage than
down
I
there,
thought.
kid?
I'm coming up.
Great, we've got you
Except for
almost out. but
Cataclysmic Fire.
You gotta promise, you gotta
That's
stay with
14
me.
D6.
And actually, as a bonus action, I'm gonna ignite my shield, the new shield that I've got, which then starts floating around me as an extra buffet, and that's it.
As you say this, it is her turn next. She uses her entire movement to like climb up the chain and latch her arms around you.
Oh, my little girl.
I missed you so much.
I missed you
What's up, big
too,
monkey?
my little flower. Don't worry, me and your mother are gonna get you out of here with our new friends. But first things first, you like fireworks, don't you, kid?
I love them.
Great, well, have I got a show for you? I'm gonna move her as far away to that corner, like anywhere around into the room, but take her away with me like that.
Yeah, it is Contessa's turn. While he's stunned, you see Contessa move her full movement
Towards Prem and Lavindria.
Oh, yeah,
being
any
the
minions.
battle
He also
mage
can
that
give
she
all
is.
of
You
his
see her
minions
cast
advantage.
Sanctuary on
Like the martial
Lavindria as
undead.
she says,
I understand now why she wants it so badly to find you. Oh.
and then it is Eloine's turn.
I spider climb the rest of the way up. I emerge, I stand to my full height, and I take a little extra bit to make sure I aim right between the visor.
Go for it.
Not gonna hit.
Tough. That should do it.
27 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, so. Wow.
Nice.
11 points
I
of
like
damage.
those D6s.
I'm sorry, plus 10 points of damage.
Your arrow goes flying through and embeds itself in Soth's helm.
I'm gonna have 30 feet of movement. And that is my turn.
Zora, you see your daughter in Krem's arms, safe. You see Contessa just kind of touched her on the nose and cast something on her, kind of shimmering.
I'm going to do exactly what I did last time. Let's firebolt.
Okay, you get advantage because he's stunned.
It's a 4.
You do it again.
Not 20.
17 plus 6.
So that's a hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
She had a plan for something else when he was stunned.
It's
4 points of damage.
This is live. You're gonna want to get away from here. And you see the dynamite burning down.
Yeah, use my movement to get as far away as I can from the fireworks. Ideally closer to Lavindria. Do I have Ice Hoof now?
You do have Ice Hoof now. Go ahead and roll to attack for Ice Hoof.
Is this an advantage as well?
Yes. Great. It doesn't stack, but
That hit.
18 plus 6.
yeah, that's a hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Great.
I think it's 1d8 plus
1d8
6.
plus 6.
3 plus 6.
9.
9. You see Ice Hoof tear again into Lord Soth's flank as you embolden him. Confession is up. Confession is going to heal everyone in a 20-foot radius for 6 plus an additional 2, so only 8
Nice,
this time.
that's great.
Wesley, it's your turn.
Okay.
You roll for concentration after he hit you with the sword, and then you halved it. You used your.
Oh, I used my
brave hand.
reaction. Yeah, so, okay, roll for concentration. That's just straight over 10. Please. That hurts. I got a 9.
Wow.
It's
So the
not.
Spirit
You
Guardians
add
does
your
drop.
constitution.
Spirit Guardians does drop.
Yes.
Unfortunately, you didn't keep your concentration up after taking that last bit of damage.
Okay, I'm gonna cast it again. This is my last 3rd level spell slot. They drop, I immediately summon them back up. That's my action. Wisdom save 14. I know you have advantage, but wisdom save 14.
17.
But half. Half.
Half damage.
All right,
777.
3 7s, so 3 times 7 is 21.
21 divided by half, 10.
10.
Listen.
Okay. Automatically fills on Dex.
Dex.
Strength.
That's interesting.
I'll move 5 feet back.
Yeah.
That's all I got. That's all I got.
Okay. I put my dagger away because I'm holding this dynamite. Still have a short sword in hand. Straight roll on.
What are you gonna do? Just out of curiosity.
I'm gonna attack and then shove the. I'm opening a hole to shove the dynamite.
Cool. So as he does that, if it's okay with the DM, I start whistling Lavender's
What do you
favorite
mean,
song,
dice?
and I'm
You
gonna
mean
give my bardic inspiration if that works like that.
I'll allow it.
To the roll.
I'll allow it.
D6.
And then level it.
Okay, so adding a D6 to the roll.
You can, yes.
So so it's straight roll on an attack. No, come on. So that's 13 plus 9 to hit.
That's a hit.
Yes! Okay, so that's that. Jamming the sword in, which will have sneak attack because there is still an ally next to me.
Yep.
So that's going to be 46.
Hard.
Okay, that's 18 plus 6 is 24.
Those dice are
So it's
dope, too.
24 points of magical piercing damage. I have stabbed in and twisted the sword so it opens up a hole in the breastplate, and then take my left hand and I
the
shove the
gifts on
dynamite
that.
into
Thank
the
you,
hole.
Little Tom. I'm sorry.
And then I'm going to use my
I didn't know
bonus
you were
action to
talking about.
disengage.
I love Dungeons and Dragons.
Sorry, I don't have that up. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Consolation continues her song, realizing that Soth is beginning to stir from his stupor. You see her begin to move to one of the sconces, almost resigning herself to what she thinks might be her only fate. Soth stirs. Let's see if he regains his cataclysmic fire. He does not. Instead, he
But now
strides
he
forward
isn't. He
to
can
you.
pass the dex save.
Does the hound provoke an attack of opportunity?
Yes.
Yeah, the hound, miniature Shetland pony, actually.
You know what?
Roll to hit.
I don't know what animals are.
Okay, natural 20.
11 plus 6.
17. That's a miss. Soth leans into you and
He's
says,
got an 18 armor
Since
class.
you love death so much.
3 Forsaken Brand attacks for a 23,
Hit.
a 21,
Hit.
and a 29.
Hit.
The blade comes down, dealing 13 slashing damage
Okay.
Yeah, she's done.
and 19 necrotic.
The first attack, I'm down.
The second attack comes down, dealing 13 slashing damage
Let's do that saves. This one's gonna insta-killer.
and 8 necrotic.
Okay.
The last blade comes down, dealing 13 slashing damage
It's 4
and
failed
14
death saves.
necrotic.
Okay.
You all watch as Soth's blade comes down and cuts Wesley from shoulder to navel.
What the fuck?
Wesley is utterly
In the
destroyed in this moment.
arms of the angel.
Krem, driven by his own anger and his own rage, he's not aware of the gift you've implanted in his back. Roll for the dynamite's damage.
Lividity looks at Lord Soth and closes their left eye and says, "You're going to watch."
46. I have an inspiration left. So here we go. With a tear forming in my eye as I see Wesley cut in twain, the bomb goes off. How much is that?
So that's 6, and then 5, 11, 13.
13. I'm going to use my inspiration to roll
Okay.
again.
Ooh.
Okay.
And this is force damage.
3. So that's slightly
12.
12 points of force damage, which he doesn't save against.
The explosion goes off. He stumbles forward, falling to his knees in the gore that is left that what used to be your companion, Wesley. His body kind of landing on top of hers, but he is still alive.
Cool.
Yeah, it was 12
Barely.
damage.
I squeeze Lavender and just say, "It's going to be okay." And then I'm going to run towards him. And as I do so, I'm going to clank and wind up. Yeah, just straight at him. Yeah, I'm going to clank and wind up my little Vandergraaf generator, and just go, "She was my friend," and smash them together and cast Witch Bolt at level 2, and just charge straight at him. With
Amazing.
it firing off.
Heck
That is
yeah.
now going to be 3d12 lightning damage at
Okay.
level 2. To roll to hit, and I have, because I increased my intelligence, I also now have +7 to my roll, I believe. What's that?
Oh,
8
it's a
plus
miss.
7, 15.
That's a miss.
Darn action economy.
He is on his knees. You do have advantage.
Yes,
Oh,
because
she's
he's
giving him the
prone.
prone.
Okay, so still with the lightning crackling from his
Hey,
fingers,
thank
he's
you for the
rushing
sub.
towards, tears streaming from his face.
New Dog Prime.
That's really bad.
Can I give him my inspiration?
I'm gonna say yes.
Okay.
Oh.
Because he did say she was my friend.
Oh my god, that's
Okay. Okay.
I don't know that you get advantage on this.
You
It's
don't.
not in
It's
your
just
class.
straight roll. It's a straight roll.
It's a straight
Straight,
roll.
you just
Yes.
take the you
With
just take the
+7, it's a magical attack.
Neil, you need an 11 or higher.
11 or higher.
I fucking love this game. All right, here we go.
The slow-mo, the build-up, the dice rolling.
Just give me a moment. That is now going to be 3d12 lightning damage. Okay. I told you I'd kill this son of a bitch. How much is that?
6, 11, so
Seven.
that's 7.
This is 7.
24.
You had 14 left. Your foe falls. Tell me, Krem, when the Banshees sing their ballad of this moment, what
Yeah.
do they describe?
They describe the story of a family fractured and finally coming together to hold up what they hold most dear, their friends, their little one.
Yeah, I don't need to be part of this.
And how ultimately, no matter what, love can conquer all.
You are victorious. The Dark Lord of the Domain falls outside the ethereal flames. Continue to tear through the continent of Sithicus. Nedragard Keep, the symbol of tyranny and hatred and jealousy,
Krim is
begins
definitely
to
MVP.
fall into
Yeah.
the great chasm. Yeah, what do you do?
All of you should run now. Ladies, I suggest you get back into my eye.
The 3 banshees screaming.
As that happens, I remove my sworn enemy and cast it on Lividity. And then I start running. Now I will always know where you are.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh.
That does not transfer between realms.
If I am to do what I want to do and honor our agreement,
Yeah.
I can take your body back with me, and that way possibly reestablishing connection to your god.
I think we should grab the body and run.
Yeah, I think so.
Make decisions later.
When we get out of the castle, if you don't mind. And I'm going to go for the
The
carriage.
split in half body that was next to
Handing
TNT.
me the other half of her.
What are you going to do with her?
She's lost connection to her god, who she prays to. She needs to go back to the realm in which she is from, reestablish connection, and then there is a possibility her god will have something to say about this death.
So you're going separate
I'm leaving.
from everyone else, okay. As you're about to jump into the carriage, you feel a searing pain in your eye as Contessa makes you linger. Her voice almost speaking through your mouth. Don't know if I should go with you or with my sisters.
I don't know what the journey ahead is going to be, Contessa. I want you to be happy. I can't guarantee it will be a very good path. It's really only a decision you can make.
Contessa comes sprouting forth from your eye, now in her sprite form, not in her lady guise, and says,
Well, they have each other, and seeing as how you've been so confident and independent, I think I can too. And maybe we can find our voices together.
you see her look back at her sisters and say,
Don't worry, you'll be okay. I'm gonna go see all the realms and all the planes.
Are you okay with this?
they don't object.
Great.
The carriage tears off into the night.
You make your way out of the keep. Behind you, you see Nedragard Keep fall into the great chasm. You see the ethereal flames gain wings as they take to the sky, turning into ethereal purple dragons, destroying this realm the same way they destroyed Kryn. Solus guides you, as true as an arrow through the chaos, to the shores of Sithicus. The boundary that separates this realm from the others is now open as the Dark Lord can no longer keep the borders closed. You see Dr. Remus's boat awaiting you, now free to depart, unlike his family. Our party boards Dr. Remus's boat, and the realm of Sithicus is unmade and reborn anew in the flames of ethereal dragonfire. Soth too is reborn in 9 weeks' time. Destruction would be a mercy for a creature as base and foul as him, and he still has torment to endure at the hands of the mists. But that is not the case for all of you. Your torment and your time in Ravenloft is over.
Upon getting back to Faerun, I take your body somewhere to knowing which god you try and find somewhere to leave you. The connection reestablishes with my three, and I say, now that you can hear me again, I have a piece of one of the lords. Use that to trace it back through the weave, and you will have your entryway into Ravenloft.
In the Brampton district of Baldur's Gate, there is not one, not two, but 3 banshees who sing 3 different sorrows, as Calyx's spirit joins her new sisters as a mournful creature, a mournful spirit of the night. May she soon find rest.
I've never had a sister before.
Or she became a
You lost
banshee.
a brother, but you gained sister.
My sister!
My
sister.
As you join your new sisters of the night, what name do you take?
Conflagration.
Nice.
You were too good for this world. Ravenloft is not for the selfless, I
Not for
think.
the selfless, no.
Lavendria stands between her 2 parents.
To understand what happens in the weeks following, we have to rewind back to the moment on the ship. On the way home, Zora, digesting everything that's happened, realizes that though she's got rid of Baba Yaga, the monster that she was trying so desperately not to become has now turned into something potentially even more horrific. She realizes there's really only one thing she can do, and as a final goodbye and reconciliation with Krem, she tells him everything about the Baba Yaga stuff and about the fact that though she initially initiated a relationship for him to try and fix her, that did eventually turn into love at some point. And the only way forward is to leave Lavendria with someone that can give her the care she deserves. In the weeks that follow, with her new vampiric friend, Eloine, Zora is on a path of trying to escape once again what she has now become, but hopefully with a good friend by her side, it might make life a bit easier.
One of those nights, I bring some food to you, and it occurs to me that I've loved you for a very long time, but that isn't what this is anymore. Before that, we were friends. We played together as children, and I've kept this ring for 75 years now. I've served no god. I've paid homage to no patron. I kneel. I serve you. I'll go with you wherever you like. I'll help you discover who you are. I'll protect you. I'll give my life for you if necessary. And I apologize to Contessa.
Oh. Is Contessa like your third wheel?
We're working on things.
I think we make a nice little new traveling party.
And the professor will find a letter sometime later with an apology in the hopes that we will meet again and that for as long as I live, he can call and I will be there.
Creme de la Creme puts down the letter and folds it to one side and sits back, ruminating on the last few weeks of recovery. They are in the new shop, which they managed to procure. Reasonable deal. Lavender is bouncing around with a new sense of energy.
I think we need more voltage.
You know.
I don't think this is strong enough. And she's like kind of jumping around the lab like a spider monkey. Yeah. A Vandergraaf generator having all of her goblin hair on end, maybe to match yours.
Yeah.
Women in STEM.
You know, dear, I think you might be right. You finish up here. I'm just going to go and take some air. He wanders through the workshop, looking at Lavender. A very large smile creeps gently as he walks in, takes a glass of tea and opens up the front of the shop to look at the newly painted sign. On his shoulder, Solus flutters down. And he just goes, well, what do you think of the new sign? And as he looks up, you see this beautiful sign with lots of pictures and a picture of Solus in the corner, a little clockwork raven. Lavender, cream, artifacts and curiosities. And then he takes out of his pocket a newly acquired small book of poetry, but it's specifically about your god.
Oriel.
Oriel. Never too old to pick up new habits, I suppose. Here's to new beginnings. And he walks back into the delightful sound of lavender breaking something.
Was it an accident?
I know, honey. I know.
I'm so proud of all of you.
Thank you all for letting me join you.
Thanks for saving our ass to the last second.
All right. There it is. What do we think? I think the ending was great. Like all of their outros, I think were fantastic. I will say that. I thought all of their outros were awesome. I think the combat was there was just so many not correct abilities and stuff that it was, again, it is what it is, but like when you're watching something made by D&D and I mean it's like every round was that's not what that does, that's not what that does, that's not what that does. It's just like, Jesus, who let this go? Like, who do you need somebody on the side going, yeah, we need a rules check on this. But I will say that outro was awesome. They also managed to do it in an hour and a half. So that was nice. I'm not sure what happens next week. I'm curious. I will have to ask and see if I can get it. Yeah, thematically cool. Again, was still enjoyable, was still fun. If it's just one of those things where like when you are D&D and it's like, wow, that's the 5th incorrect statement about rules in 2 rounds of combat. There was like 6 things that were wrong. Just like full on wrong, and you're like, but other than that, it was good. Overall, I like the entire arc. I have a lot of feedback for it, but I think the idea is solid. I think the idea of an 8, maybe 10, maybe 12, but 8 session adventure that explains some stuff, that does have the editing to keep the pacing going, short episodes, hour to hour 45. Loved all that. Loved all of that. Well, that's what I'm saying, David, right? Like, I can watch and go, okay, I'm still going to enjoy this, right? I'm still going to enjoy it, even though that's incorrect. But I think when you are literally D&D doing it, you do have to kind of raise your level up a little bit to match most of the time. It's okay if you say, hey, I'm going to homebrew this. Or when she says, I'm going to allow you to use that inspiration. Fine, right? I'm okay with that, actually. I think that's a DM call. But there was just a lot of missed, like, oh, I'm going to steady aim for this. Doesn't work. I'm going to do this. Also, completely not how that works. Oh, you have advantage on that attack. No, you don't, right? Like, there's just, like, so many things that were incorrect that it's like, man, for being D&D, we got to fix that. Because I think for the first at-bat, this was solid. I think there needs to be improvements going for the second season. That's I'm going to do a video about that. I'm going to do a video talking about all of this and my thoughts on this. But I do think yeah. And I do the idea with I got to move this over here so I don't keep looking away to Pharos Core objected to teach, honestly. Yeah, so here's the thing. I don't know if the outright goal is, because it's hard. Like, you can't teach somebody in that way. I think one of the ideas was that sometimes when you're watching, you don't know what's happening. So I think they wanted to showcase that a little bit better, and I think they did an okay job. Definitely could have been better. But like, for instance, when they say guidance and it shows a quick blurb about what guidance is, to me, that's what they're going for. It's like if you're watching at home and you don't play D&D and they say, hey, add guidance, and you're like, I don't know what this means. And then a little blurb says guidance allows you to get a bonus on your roll. Then somebody goes, oh, okay, so they got a bonus. Cool. Long rest, and it pops up and says long rest do this, and people, now I understand what a long rest is, right? That's the kind of, I think, learning or explaining that they want to do to get people kind of to be able to watch and understand. But I don't think they can do like a teaching session, right? Yeah. Juki, what do you mean guidance to a DM? But yes, it was short, yeah, Jay. That's what you said. Oh, I don't remember exactly what I said, but yeah. DJ, I don't think I really picked up on anything. Yeah, again, because I think the idea is for them to kind of explain. The DM was solid. She was super good. Jasmine did a great job. Again, I just think sometimes it's for like pacing and doing all that stuff and the editing and there were so many incorrect rule or ability usages that it's like, for being the D&D show, you just have to do better than that. You just have to. Everybody's gonna mistake here and there, right? Like, it's going to happen. It's gonna happen. You're gonna make a mistake. Fine. We all do it. I've made mistakes. You guys make mistakes, right? Like, it's that many consistently is where you're like, okay, everybody needs to like hit the rule books and get like a crash course. Yeah. Getting guys wrong is just going to take players who want to try to get frustrated when they found out it doesn't work that way. Yeah, well, again, it's not even just the guidance for me. But, yeah. It's a D4, add to your roll, and rolls advantage next attack for the crowd. Yeah. And guidance in 2024, which is what they're supposed to be playing, is supposed to be a, like, you have to know what skill you're picking ahead of time. Like, you have to be like, hey, like, we're going into a conversation. I can concentrate on this for a minute. I'm going to give you a persuasion, right? Like something like that. I'm going to say it's a 1. I could add something like that, Juki. I thought I had something like that at some point. Could be wrong though. I came to this one open mind, but in the end, I still think I'm a fan of how she. Really? What is it about her DMing that you don't like? I was overall pleasantly surprised with her DMing. No. You're all good, Juki. You're not crapping anything up at all. Not in the slightest. Yeah. So yeah, Dispel. Basically, what you said was similar for the hey, sounds good, Daniel. See you tomorrow for the pre-show. Biggest problem with that is this is an educating stream. You don't want to teach them wrong. Yeah. Even again, if you're trying to make sure people, you're just trying to let people know what's happening. Again, not necessarily educating, but letting people know what's happening so they can follow and then get into it. And they're like, oh, that's not how that works. That's not how that works. That's not. And again, I just think the bar needs to be set higher. We're near the official D&D stream. Still enjoyable, personally. Still like the show. Again, those epilogues, those outros were fantastic. Absolutely loved that. Enjoyed the DMing. The sound effects weren't too much for me. I thought they did a fine job kind of riding that line. The table is awesome. The studio is awesome. They had some good laughter, some good funny moments, which I enjoyed. For me, the glaring issues were post-production. So many post-production issues. And especially in this episode, over and over and over, rule mess-ups. So, yeah. I'll probably do a whole sort of review or breakdown and all that sort of jazz at some point. Talking about all that. Get yours quickly answer questions. Yeah, I mean, I liked when in some of them somebody would say like, or she'd say something and then Jasmine would explain what it was. Like that would be totally fine by me. I think that's fine. That's awesome. I think it allows for that. I think she's way too loose with mechanics. So here's the thing, Bound. I would say I agree, but I think that was less about her and more about like the show that she was DMing. I could be wrong, right? I haven't seen her do anything else. But I think it was largely because it was like, hey, we just got to keep this thing going and we're just going to roll with it and we're going to whatever. But I understand that that is also kind of like, okay, you know, everything's just happening. We're just using whatever. Can you help me understand 2024 over 5e? It's just an update to the rules that I think for the most part is an upgrade in almost every way, in my opinion. A massive overhaul the big changes to healing are way better. It is now viable to heal, whereas in 2014, like it's literally a loss to heal. All you need, you wait for them to go down and you healing word them. Other than that, use everything to damage. So like they took out any sort of, so yeah, I think it's a big update to that. I think what they did with the Paladin is fantastic, adds variety, adds depth, all that. Just overall, I think 2024 is an upgrade. Weapon masteries are awesome. Yeah. I think it's an overall better thing. But in terms of like helping you understand it, I mean, there's just so many small changes to spells. Like they made True Strike usable. They made like spells that like they buffed spells that never got used. So now you have more options. Like True Strike is solid. With weapon masteries, a lot of spells are better than they were. For instance, Booming Blade is now way better because you get a freaking weapon that has the knockback property push. You hit them, they get pushed back. The thing triggers on it and then boomed. So now they have to come back towards you and take damage and all that stuff. It's just, there's a lot of cool things, and I just think 2024 is better almost every way. This episode soured my opinion of the series, honestly. I'm not like a rules lawyer, I haven't played since the 80s, but it gets to point out so many mistakes from watching actual plays, yeah. Yeah. I mean, I agree. So for, you know, it's again, it didn't make me be like, this was bad, I'm never gonna watch, but it made me be like, they do need to address these things. Like, I'm gonna give them some lax because this was their first go at it, but yeah, there was a lot of issues with that. Yeah, despite frustrations, I still want to watch more. So win for me, exactly. And you know, I think they'll be better in the next one. I think they got more comfortable as a group. So when the next season launches, which is probably a couple months away, I think they're going to be better. I think they're going to be better for it. So we'll see what happens with that. So that with editing, it wouldn't be too hard to have them cut to the correct answer if they flubbed. Yeah. Seemed very rushed, which is weird. So they could edit as much as that. Well, no, they were not. I think the next one is also going to be better because it's already recorded and it's months away. To my knowledge, it's months away. I don't actually know. Whereas this one, I don't think they recorded it that long ago. So they were having to turn around these episodes, and from what I was told, we're watching an hour and they were there for like 3. Right? Like that kind of thing where they do a lot of editing and stuff like that. I don't think it's a new cast. I think it's the same. Yeah, God healing. Yeah, the healing is definitely good. As fun series, but similar, they were mostly inexperienced for an actual play on the official need channel. Fun characters, weird rulings. Yeah, I agree. I feel like I just keep repeating myself. They were just very wrong on a lot of things, and it feels like they didn't take the time to plan and actually like get in, you know, like, because I think all the players are solid. I think the Dungeon Master is great. I think it has fantastic potential. They got to learn the game more. They've got to learn the game more. Is Vorpal Sword a thing in 5e? I don't know if Vorpal Blade is in 5e. New cast. Wait, what are we talking about, AK? Oh, well, you asked a new cast for the thing now. Yeah, so Lainey, I wouldn't say bad habits. It's more so that, like, if you were to decide playing Lainey, they're not doing bad habits. They're like either using something incorrectly or asking to do something the DM is being very casual. You're always going to have people allow different things at their table. So that's something you just have to be accustomed with, right? Like the 100%, every table you play at is going to be different from another table you played at. That's just the nature of the beast, right? I've never played in a D&D game that was just like another D&D game I played in. The DM is different, the players are different, the amount of rules they care about versus don't care about, the homebrew rules they have, they do, right? Like, there's people run crits 5 different ways, people run all sorts of things. So, yeah, but I wouldn't say like a ton of bad habits, but yeah, you can get a grasp of what D&D can be, an idea for some abilities or rules and how things work. From actual plays, but like actual plays are made as an entertainment product, and therefore you should still learn to play on. You should learn to play on your own. You should become familiar with the game through actual plays is a good way to kind of view the difference. You can enjoy and become familiar with like sort of how things work, but it's going to be different in your game, and you're still going to need to learn that sort of thing. But I agree, Double. It needs work. It does need work. I like Team Styles. Yeah, exactly. You know, I have noticed. So I just started looking to do a paid game, and I'm kind of preparing myself for the fact that, you know, we're going to start with 4 or 5 players, and 1 or 2 of them might be like, this guy's not my style, and they may dip, and I'm just going to have to be okay with that because it's different stuff. Do you do commentary live on other current campaigns? I do a pre-show for Critical Role Campaign 4 every Thursday, so I'll be live with that tomorrow. So yes, I do cover that. I don't, we do a pre-show. I don't watch it live. Like it's not like we were just doing with this. I don't have the rights to, nor could I. But we do the pre-show. The pre-show is at 7:45 Eastern to 9:45 Eastern. So it's 2 hours on Thursdays during that block. D&D rules be like pirate code. They're more like guidelines. I agree with that to a degree. Because I think when people say that, a lot of the time it's saying like in certain very specific scenarios or something, I'm going to be leaning on this, or I'm going to bend this rule a little bit. But I feel like some people overdo that and they act like rules just simply don't matter. And I think for most things, for instance, right? Like if an ability says, let's use Steady Aim. It is built a very specific way. You cannot move. It's on this turn, and then you can't move after, right? So like you haven't moved yet. Use the bonus action, you get advantage on your attacks this turn, and then your movement is 0. So that is something you're like, that rule is meant to be that rule. Like changing it in any way just makes it completely bonkers, right? And so like there are certain things where like, yes, but for instance, like how you decide to do a crit, or how you're going to handle a very specific interaction between 2 things, or that sort of thing. So it's what I feel like it's such a gray area, because I agree. I make calls in my games all the time that aren't like 100% written by the rules, or a player's like, hey, can I do this? And I go, yes, but give me like this skill check to see how it, right? Like those, I'm all for exploring outside of what are the normal confinements of the rules. But when people throw out like rules aren't really there, I'm like, no, you know, like that's, so it's very, it's such a rope to walk to be able to like bend, but not like completely just throw everything out the window, is how I view it, at least. Cobrafoot, what's up? I will say they need to talk about the approach behind the scenes. If they are teaching, showing up with expected PvP and characters with built-in conflict, sets a bad example for a new player. Yes. Yeah, again, I feel like they jumped in fast and just ran with it, and now I think it's time that I really hope. But the thing is, none of this stuff came out for us to provide feedback before they recorded the second season, because it's already recorded. So now I'm scared that they just did the exact same stuff, and we're about to watch 3 seasons of them. Yeah. Yeah, the players were invested. The game itself was not, kinda, yeah. Soft seemed kind of weak. Yeah, I mean, they had the 3 Banshees to help them. But I also think you're a level 5 or 6 party. Like, so at first, the initial response is like, no, but it's also like, their version of Soth doesn't have to be the version you run. Right? Like, that's why I see it. So she came into it, her damage for her stuff was the same. Her weapon attacks, her cataclysmic thing was all the damage was the same. She either had him already injured or just had his HP lower, or there was damage done outside of that. But yeah, starting a paid game. I am, Zach. Yeah, I've been doing a bunch of polls in my Discord for it to try to find who's interested and get all that. It looks like there's like 11 or 12 people who are down, but now it comes to the scheduling part. I'm enjoying how Brennan adds classes to a character in more than technical aspects, like with Murray. What do you mean classes to character in more than technical aspects? What does that mean? I kind of feel like this was meant to be more an ad for the Ravenloft book. Kind of here's a favor more than. So I didn't really feel that. To me, I thought they weren't doing enough advertising. And then in the last 2 episodes, they put like a banner up. Other than that, there was like no real mention of anything to do with like buy this, do this, this is for that. So I wouldn't say an ad, like an advertisement. Yeah. I mean, issue stems being used to watching Matt Mercer DMing, where he was always more strict on the rules. Seeing people like Jasmine and Brendan DM as well. So I agree with you, because I think Matt would bend sometimes and whatever, but I also think he was a fantastic DM, and he followed the he tried for the most part to stay in the rules. So it's certainly possible, and you just kind of have to set that level. So I agree. I like the way Matt DMs. Loved it, but it's not the most coherent for a new player, but they do show off a lot of subclass stuff for new subclasses. We saw some of it, but I feel like they should have, if they were trying to advertise or market it, I think they should have put way more. When they said like, oh, this is the new feature from the brand new Reanimator class, it should have been on the screen for people to see. Yeah. Tend to watch campaigns with cool ideas, not mechanics. Agree with the DM thing. I played 3 campaigns with the same people, and even then, each DM is different. Yeah. 100%, 100%. Very, very different experiences for different folks. See ya, AK. Peace out. What's the buy-in for the paid game, roughly shareable? So I have a bunch of information in my Discord about it, which is linked in my bio on TikTok. I'm trying 2 different approaches. I'm going to do some one-shots every now and again. That are going to be like $15 or $20. And then the campaign is $25. Because campaigns require way more work, and going in your backstories and integrating it and being committed to a set day every single time, and right, like, so they're going to be, $5 to $10 more expensive. Whereas the one shots will be something that somebody can just jump in when I announce them, right? They'll be able to have 4 to 6 players. And people can jump in those. So I will have one shots. I plan on doing 1 or 2 one shots before the campaign starts. But I'm still trying to figure out schedules and things like that. And because right now, for instance, we started at 1 number, and then we dropped to a different number, and then now we have 11 or 12, I think, that are like, hey, I'm down. Like, we can do this. And then I will now get to the point where I go, okay, well, we're gonna do I'm going to throw a random date and timeout. This isn't necessarily it. Mondays at 7 p.m. And then that 10 or 11 is going to drop to 5, right? And that's how it'll be like, okay, these are the people doing it. And then the one shots give me a chance to explore what I am like as a DM. Although one shots you, so here's the other fear is DMing a one shot is not the same as DMing a campaign, and I think anybody who has DM'd knows that, right? So I run something that's 3 to 4 hours, begins and ends in that time frame, and it, you know, whatever, right? Maybe I'm using one out of a book that I have, like a one shot. That's not going to be exactly like, that's not going to be a 1-for-1 of how I dungeon master. And so that, you know, then my worry is like, what if that isn't as good as how I DM normally, and then people do that and then they're not as interested. So I'm torn on that, but it also gives me a chance to feel out players, right? Maybe we go in and somebody's just like, the vibe is not going to work with how they do it, and then I'm able to kind of nip that in the bud. Downside to that, when pulling players from my community, is I hate the idea of losing somebody from my community, from the pre-shows, from everything, just because we didn't mesh like player DM wise. But you know, life will go on when it comes to that. So yeah, right now trying to figure all that stuff out. I'm gonna do 1 or 2 one-shots a month right now is kind of the plan, and then I will also have my campaign weekly, which will be 25 a session, and all that stuff. So I wonder how you vet players. Yeah, I mean, there will be a session 0 for one, but the one-shots were my other way of doing it, was to kind of get in there and make sure like the person doesn't sit there with an open mic like eating chips the whole time, or doesn't, you know, I want it to be fun and chill, relaxed. Everybody's enjoying it. Everybody's comfortable. So if you have the person who is mean, or the person who gets aggressive, or the person who does, right? Like those sorts of things, I don't want them in my game. So yeah, this is the hard part, right? Getting started is the hard part. And then once I actually find a solid group that likes my DMing, that I like in the game, at that point we're cruising. So, but I've been wanting to do it for a while, and that's, I also like, I just frankly need the income, right? Like the content creation thing has me okay, but at any, again, 1 month where like TikTok does worse or whatever, and so it's like I can't let the fear of like somebody not wanting to play in my game stop me from running the game. So I'm just gonna take the swing at it. We're gonna get it going. Now my Wednesday nights should be open, so I'll have an extra time. But yeah, making the leap. We're giving it a whirl. We'll see what happens with all that. We'll start, like I said, we'll start with the one game. I said earlier I was trying to do a day game, so my nights wouldn't be full, because again, I'm already in 2 games a week. I got the pre-shows on Thursdays, right? There's 3 nights already. They're instantly booked. I've got something I do on Tuesday nights. Okay, that's gone now. Like, there's just, you know, I gotta also have the nights to do other stuff, so. But I'm just gonna have to figure it out, because I don't have enough people that can do day games. I think I could get 2, maybe 3 people for that. So I'll have to do an evening game for now, and then just see what happens over time. Oh, that's the other thing. So Stephanie, I don't know if you're still in here or not. I just saw your thing there. That's the other thing I need people to be okay with. I love new players. I know you're not a new player, but you're saying this so homebrewed. I love new players. And I need everybody in my games to be totally fine if somebody asks a question. If somebody's like, if somebody goes to do something and I go, oh, so that's not how that works. This is how that would work. Like, I love that. I don't mind explaining something. I don't, again, unless it's like this is the 50th time I've told you the same thing, then there's a problem. But like all that, and some people don't handle it well. They're like, they want to play in a game with veterans. They want everybody to know the rules. And so, yeah. I'm all for letting people get comfortable. I love having first time players. So, you know, maybe I'll also set up like a newbie game or something. I did one before. I had 3 players who were brand new in a game, and then 1 person I had placed in the game, to kind of help me with like answering questions and stuff like that. It wasn't like a paid game or anything. It was people I knew. But yes, double join the pre-shows every Thursday. Drop a like, subscribe, and join the Discord to chat with us live for the C4 episodes. Exactly. Good luck in your adventures. Pew, pew. That's my slogan. I'm glad we're locked in on that now. So if I asked, you guys would know. Pretty sure overall you'd be fine. Yeah, well, again, some of the people in there, the other thing is difficult is not everybody has the same name in Discord. So sometimes people are like, oh yeah, I'm in, and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, who are you? Like, yeah, I think Sherry, maybe it's Sherry, has like a different name everywhere. I think YouTube, I think TikTok, I'm not 100% TikTok, but definitely Discord, I think, is a different name. And I have a hard time sometimes remembering who everybody is on the different platforms. Been a while. In a one shot. Fair enough. Yeah. Again, whether people want to jump in on a one shot here and there or playing the campaign, I'm down for whatever. Like I said, I've been putting in these different polls and stuff. Right now it looks like Sunday is the best day for people. But then I would be playing Saturdays and Sundays, which means I could have no weekends ever if not that I do stuff, but let's just say for some reason I decided to start dating. Like, I'd always be like, sorry, my entire weekend is booked because I'm playing Dungeons and Dragons. Can't go out. So I was trying to avoid that, but yeah, it looks like there's like 6 people who could do maybe Mondays or something. Who knows? I'll have to look at it when it comes to that. One shots, I don't really care when they are, right? Like, I can do them whenever. Same as Discord. Depends on what they did for your channel. Totally fair. Totally fair. Burnout is real. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the other fear I mentioned when people were talking about me doing it. I was like, I have this fear that I'm gonna like, especially because a paid game has more pressure. Like, every now and again, I can show up to the game that I run for my friends I've been running for 2 years or whatever, and be like, hey, I did get a lot of prep for this, so like bear with me as we get through this. And nobody's batting an eye. And those sessions actually turn out to be pretty good, right? Sometimes maybe I'm not giving myself enough credit, or I'm giving them too much credit for what they expect of me. But like, I'm also like, can't really, like, these people are paying, right? You got to be committed. You got to make sure you're delivering. You got it right, and that comes with a pressure. That comes with a weight. So I just got to figure out how to, again, once it's going, maybe I'll feel better about it. But yeah, time will tell. This week has been so incredibly busy that I put out the polls, but that's about all I've done when it comes to that. And then probably next week or towards the end of this week, I will start thinking, about actual dates for like doing the one shots and whatnot, and kind of get that ball kicked, the ball rolling for the first time. Also, it feels hot in here, but this unit isn't cutting on. That's not good. Gotta run. Yeah, I'm gonna get out of here too, guys. Thank you guys for hanging out. I appreciate you. Enjoy the rest of your night. I will see most of you for the pre-show tomorrow. Yeah,